Second down and 5, instead first and 10. That's Hillis. Hillis fights his way over the right side across midfield. Hillis across the 40, to the 30, to the 20. Peyton Hillis, touchdown.
Man. First and 10 at the 35-yard line. Ball on the near side. Edwards rolls right, looks and throws.
He's got
Stephen Moore.
Touchdown.
Inside the goal line. Touchdown.
The West Coast Wing T is back.
Crenshaw, the little guy, gets around the right side. Eric Crenshaw still on his feet. Crenshaw with one man to beat, and he will. Eric Crenshaw scores from 82 yards out. No score with 3:32 to play in the first half. Cooper looks to run, still on his feet. Casey Cooper will score, showing some great moves. Casey Cooper on the keeper. Casey steps up, throws into the end zone.
He's got him.
Touchdown!
Luke
Pruitt makes his second touchdown reception of the night.
And that's who they're looking for.
And Lester Robertson is going to score. They watch for number 3. They hand off to number 7, and from 8 yards out, Lester Robertson scores. And the Wampus Cats extend the lead out to 13-6.
For the win. Good snap. Good hold. And the Wampus Cats.
They have beaten the undefeated Cyclones. What a win for this Wampus Cat team.
5 wideouts, 3 to the near side, 2 to the far.
Cal Cagney Reiner out on the right.
17 seconds to play. Ackland looking for someone to throw to. Throws downfield for Tristan Eddings.
He's got Eddings.
Tristan Eddings made the catch! Tristan Eddings made the catch! Tristan Eddings made the catch!
Wow, what a throw, Jeff.
And that's one of the things I think that'll make this Conway team dangerous as the season goes on and even into playoff time, is that they can run the ball. It's not just a one-dimensional pass offense. Now they can throw the ball just like that with another touchdown pass. Jalen Jones in the end zone.
That's a touchdown.
Cats looking to extend this lead. They lead by 3 now. Irby's got one of these tonight. He's got 2 of them tonight. Cordarius Irby from a yard out, and the Cats lead 16-7.
What a beautiful drive by the Wampus Cats.
First and 10, under 6 minutes to play in the first half. Again, Anderson. Jeff Anderson into the end zone. Anderson, a 23-yard touchdown run for the Wampus Cats. Second down and 4.
See if they go to Chimura here. Yep.
They will. Kevin Chimura.
All right. Good call. Go to Chimura. He has been the bread and butter all year.
Second down and 7. Still on the ground. Odom. Left side. There is room. Mark Odom in the end zone. 16-yard touchdown run for Mark Odom, and the Wampus Cats strike first. Paul Dale behind Braylon Smith. He'll get the handoff. Dale. McCall Dale to the 30. McCall Dale to the 20.
Look at the quickness. Zigzagging.
McCall Dale. Touchdown, Wampus Cats. John Fogelman is their coach. He kicks off to Marquise Pleasant. Marquise Pleasant will go the distance. No flags on the field.
Does a great job.
Third down and 10. Jarrett will roll. Pressured. Fumble! Fumble! Will Kennedy! Will Kennedy! Kerry McLean looking for the end zone. Kerry McLean is in. Touchdown, Wampus Cats. First and 10, Wampus Cats. Looking to break this tie. That's Manny Smith. Come on, Manny Smith. First touchdown of what I bet is a whole bunch of them for that kid. Manny Smith, touchdown, 52 yards for the Wampus Cats.
All gas and no brakes. Yeah, other than that big touchdown run back in the first quarter, Catholic not having a ton of success moving the ball. Bowman looking over the middle of the field, and it's picked off by Traylon McClure. Traylon taking it to the house.
Tonight, it's the second of back-to-back long road trips for the Wampus Cats as Conway visits Bentonville to take on the Tigers. Cats are looking to bounce back and see improvements from last week's 41-24 loss at Fayetteville, and Bentonville is 1-0, beating Liberty North out of Missouri 43-30 last Friday night. Expect another hot night in Northwest Arkansas, and kickoff is less than 30 minutes away on Conway Corp.
When you choose First Security, banking is just the beginning. Here, we take care of each other, making the community we all share even stronger. So people in Arkansas can build a life, buy a home, run a business, and more. Strength in numbers and neighbors. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Your summer adventure starts and stops with the dependable Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Toyota from Phil Wright Autoplex. We still have brand new and pre-owned vehicles arriving weekly. Come experience why so many families are trusting Phil Wright Autoplex here in Russellville. Or shop us online at philwright.com.
Are you kidding me? Let's go fix it.
The Conway Regional Health System pregame show is on. I'm Jeff, along with Levi and Tim, the voices of the Wampus Cats. And last week, it was a difficult week in a lot of ways. Difficult loss, difficult broadcast, difficult conditions, a difficult night. We're hoping for better things tonight against Bentonville. Levi, I'll give you the floor here, and we're just going to do this once. You tell me your thoughts on last week, and then we're not talking about it anymore.
All right. Well, hey, the good news is it's going to be 91 degrees in Bentonville tonight. So
blessings.
Slight improvement. The Fayetteville game, it was frustrating all around. I mean, that was the word, right? But I think it's easy to get a little too simplistic with some of the things that happen. You know, Manny goes out and then the offense slows down. Not exactly true. I mean, the offense was still moving the ball well throughout the game. It was really penalties that slowed the offense down. It would have been great to have Manny there. And on defense, again, a little too simplistic. We just kept giving up big plays. Yeah, but we also got stops. The problem for us was we were playing one of the best receivers in the state, and they just seemed to get the ball to him anytime they needed.
Yeah, Isaiah Satania. What I was impressed with about him, I mean, you were impressed with all of it. The reason he's going to play Division I ball and had his choice where he was going to go. But the speed was on display. But that catch he made over Troy Wiseman was a big-time Saturday catch.
Yeah, and Troy couldn't have played it any better. I don't know what he could have done.
That's right.
Tim, okay, so we'll keep talking about Fayetteville for a second. Your thoughts on Fayetteville?
It's okay. Very small.
Our show.
Levi did a great job of that. I do think that there are some moments in that game that we can take and we can say, that's how we want to play it. And then there are several in there that we say, this is not how it's going to happen. And you do that when you've got a lot of youth, and we do have a lot of youth. Even the guys that have played since last year are juniors this year. So they're still moving into that, that senior level kind of role. So I think there's a lot to take from it. I'm not too worried about our coaches making adjustments.
Well, and we've talked about it for 2 decades. These first 3 games, what do you want to come out of with these 3 games? You want to get better each week, and you want everybody healthy when you start conference season.
That's exactly.
The only real injury that we saw, we were all scared about Manny Smith. It seems like it was heat related. He's been drinking water and Gatorade and Powerades since he got back on the bus, I'm sure, in Fayetteville last Friday. So he ought to be okay. But now we're going to another difficult test against Bentonville. You guys have done all the research. Tell me what we can look for in the Tigers.
Yeah, I'll go first. I mean, defensively, I'm not, and as far as what we'll be facing defensively, I'm not super concerned about what our offense is going to be able to do. I expect to see strides with the sophomore Donovan Amala at quarterback. Maybe, in Tim's words, expand the playbook a little bit. And if Manny can stay on the field, I think that'll happen, right? We'll see some more wrinkles and new things. I think we'll be able to move the ball and score. On the defensive side, it just doesn't get any easier this week for your Wampus Cats because this Bentonville team, they've got some weapons and they can move the ball. And Tim, I know you're concerned about number 12. You've been saying that all week.
Yeah, Cooper Smith. I mean, they're a little bit more balanced than Fayetteville was. I mean, to your point, Levi, it was when they needed something, they went to Satania. These guys are a little bit more balanced. They run the ball very well. They like to run the ball. They're very big up front. Two receivers that are really, really very good. Are they at Satania's level? Maybe not, but they're right there. A lot of playmaking skills. They can high point the ball like Satania did. They make me very nervous offensively.
What are we going to do about that? I don't want you to be nervous.
All right. Here's what I think that we do. We learned a lot about what we have from a personnel perspective on the defensive side. We have a lot of packages. We had a lot of players playing in different spots. I mean, Ashton Waller played linebacker for the first time, even though he's played it in some of his, previous lives. But he played very well, had 19 tackles. 19 tackles. Yeah. If we can get some help from other folks in their new positions, I think we're going to be okay. This is a dynamic offense, but if I trust anybody, it's Coach Vimple and his staff about making adjustments week to week. I think we can do it this week. I really do.
Yeah, another positive point I'll throw out is we won the turnover battle last week at Fayetteville, and Bentonville quarterback Drew Wright, he threw 2 interceptions last week. So there's maybe a slight advantage there, but I really think we might be in for another track meet. I'm just based on what I'm seeing.
Well, you guys have a good call. We'll watch it play out tonight from Bentonville. When we come back on the Conway Regional pregame show, we'll visit with Conway Regional CEO and President Matt Troupe. Also coming up soon, our visit with Coach Keith Fimple and the kickoff less than 30 minutes away. Here on Conway Corp.
With Conway Corp Managed Wi-Fi powered by Plume, you get full-strength, uninterrupted Wi-Fi everywhere in your home. Easy to manage. Installed by our experts. All just $7.99 a month. Upgrade now.
When you need emergency care, you can trust the board-certified providers at Conway Regional to provide you the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
With us is Matt Troupe, President and CEO of Conway Regional Health System. And Matt, first of all, thank you for being with us again this year. Wish we were in person, but we'll handle things over Zoom once again in 2021, at least for a little while. And certainly we've had some interesting times over the last 18 months with COVID-19. And over this last year and a half, you all have been the leader in the community dealing with the virus. Tell us about what Conway Regional has learned about the pandemic since the last time we spoke.
Well, I'll tell you, it has been an amazing 18 months indeed. Some of the most challenging times, some of the best times, really, in many senses, is to get to see the way our team has responded, the way our physicians and nurses and other staff have responded. It's great to see our mission lived out the way it's been in these last 18 months. But certainly a challenge. I'll tell you, we've learned several things. One, how adaptable and nimble our team can be. When we need to adapt to meet the needs of our community. We've learned how this virus has mutated and certainly presented whole new challenges for us on how to deal with that. We've learned the importance of vaccines. No vaccine is 100% effective, but the data is overwhelmingly clear, not just nationally, but here in Arkansas, right here in Conway. If you're vaccinated, you're much less likely to be admitted, much less likely to die from the disease. So these are things that we have learned. We've also learned that people are very hesitant. Many people are very hesitant to get the vaccine. And as I've talked to a lot of folks personally, there is a sincere feeling here. And as opponents, as a hospital of the vaccine, we want to see people get it, but we also don't want people to feel ostracized, feel welcome or uncomfortable. We want to help educate. And so we've learned that education is really the best mode to convince people that this is the right thing to do, because there's just too many stories out there of people who regret not getting vaccinated until it's too late. And those are sad stories to hear. We know we can prevent a lot of illness, and we know from the vaccine and the pandemic that public education really are key tool to help stem the tide of what we're facing.
And speaking of education, educating people about the vaccine, Conway Regional is a strong relationship with the Conway Education Football Program, the Conway Wampus Cats over the years. And so let's turn the tide a little bit to that. Tell us about the involvement once again this year between Conway Regional and Conway High School and the Wampus Cats.
Well, let me tell you, I have an opportunity, a few times a year, and even in times of COVID, to do it remotely like this, to talk about our community and to talk about healthcare in Conway, Arkansas. And I always talk about the Wampus Cats. Anytime I get to talk about the Wampus Cats and what a unique creature that is and what a unique culture we have right here in Conway, I really get fired up, and I think it's a really special part of our community. And I can't imagine us not being a part of this. For over 100 years, or actually right at 100 years, we have served this community and been in and of this community to keep patients, as we like to say, down the hallway and not the highway. And that's taken shape there with the Wampus Cat athletic program through bottled water donations, through providing sports medicine, comprehensive sports medicine services, from neurology to cardiology to family medicine and orthopedics, of course, the whole gamut. And so we've been strong partners. Our athletic trainers are very much a part of that school and helping to keep athletes healthy. And our physicians and medical staff oftentimes are right there on the sidelines as well. So it's a part of pride for us. We can't imagine being in this community and not being a part of Wampus Cat athletics in the past and for the foreseeable future to come.
Conway Corp Managed Wi-Fi, powered by Plume, intelligently adapts to your environment, managing your Wi-Fi 24/7, based on insights like the number and types of devices you have connected. Upgrade now.
When you need emergency care, you can trust the board-certified providers at Conway Regional to provide you the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
The Conway Regional Health System pregame show continues now with Coach Keith Fimple. He joins me and Levi and Tim. And Coach, it was not the start of the season that we wanted up in Fayetteville, but you've had a week. Let's talk about some positives. What positives could you take away from a really hot night in Fayetteville?
I tell you, the way the game set up there at the very first, of course, with the athletes being on the field, we knew that there were going to be certain things and fireworks going on when you put Manny Smith and you put Isaiah on the same field. You're going to see things like that, and that's what makes it great going up there. And Fayetteville's got a great team. They got a lot of talent. The two linebackers, the two receivers they have. I thought the quarterback played outstanding. But as far as positives for us, the one thing I did like is that we had a lot of people that competed in the game that normally are not out there. The depth came into be a factor there, especially in the second half. Really liked the way we played. We got some things fixed at halftime. We came back out and still played hard and continued to do that. And we had several chances there, just like you guys seen in the past, where we could shorten it to 10 or 13. And those are things that we can grow on because we've talked with the football team, and I think they understand the first thing you got to do is not beat yourself. And penalties are not forced, and that's one thing we've stressed all week long with them. But I thought, again, you can use the heat. We've been out in it. Last week we didn't get outside, but overall there were some positives. There's also a lot of negatives that we've got to get fixed this week.
Coach, one of the standout performances was senior linebacker Ashton Waller, both defensively and on special teams.
Ashton's been a great punter for us. It's kind of funny. Me and him were talking the other day. We have 10th grade athletics for first period, and Ashton has never been a part of that. He went straight to 7th period as a 10th grader, has done a great job for us at punter. What makes it amazing is that, he's normally an outside linebacker for us, has played safety in his career. And one thing you got to like about Ashton is his leadership. Wherever you put him, he's going to play hard and do what he needs to do. And it's been great to see him grow since he's a 10th grader to do those things.
Coach, you've got another trip to Northwest Arkansas, another tough opponent. What can you tell us about the Bentonville Tigers?
Well, the Bentonville Tigers I'm very familiar with. I'm playing up there several times. I can't even count on how many hands. I think 3 of their state championships I've been a part of on the other sideline. So I'm very familiar with them and very familiar with their staff. They do a great job year in and year out. Defensively, they run the same scheme they've run for 20 years, it seems like. With me and Coach Grant have known each other when we were real young men. And they've kept that same thing going. They just kind of lose people and then they just replace them. I'm not so sure they don't run that the first grade up there. It almost looks like those guys have played in that scheme forever. Offensively, with Aaron Dannenauer calling plays, and what's amazing, we actually played a state championship game against Bentonville El Dorado, and Aaron Dannenauer was the center. So that tells you where I'm at in my career right now. He's calling plays for me and does a great job, wants to run the ball. And with his offensive line right now, they're about as good. It's a great test for us because they're very comparable to what we see in our conference. And that's what we need is to do these things in these non-conference games to get our head on right and make sure that those things are there. And then they have 2 outstanding receivers. One's committed to Tennessee. The other one, he's going to end up somewhere, I can promise you, as a Division I player. So there's plenty of weapons there that we got to, have our head on right. We've got to make sure we tackle. We got to make sure we swarm to the football like we've talked about, and it'll be a good test for us.
Coach, speaking of tests, I couldn't imagine a more difficult first 2 games on the road for a sophomore quarterback than what Donovan Amala is having to face on the road at Fayetteville, on the road at Bentonville. Talk about your young lefty.
Well, we knew going into the game, just like we had talked about last week, that there would be some butterflies, but I thought he responded really, really well to all those things. One thing about Donovan, I think he just wants to play. It doesn't matter if the Dallas Cowboys lined up over there or somebody else. He enjoys football. He loves everything about it. Yeah, he's a good practice player. He's really good about, making a mistake and coming back and not making that again. But I thought he performed really well, especially with what he was going against and the speed that he saw. And I thought some guys helped him out tremendously, which, it works out well. But dispersing the football, I was really proud of him.
We look forward to seeing his second game in a few minutes. Our second game as well, second game of this season, and the second of 2 long road trips. I know we're ready to get home, but let's get through this one first, Coach. We appreciate your time.
That's exactly right. Go Cats.
When you need emergency care, you can trust the board-certified providers at Conway Regional to provide you the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
Conway Corp Managed Wi-Fi powered by Plume is your fastest, easiest Wi-Fi ever. Local setup and support, plus self-optimizing technology for peak performance. No cables, no hassles, no kidding. Upgrade now.
There were moments when we looked like we had it pretty much figured out and together, but they were moments we didn't string enough together. And you faced a team that was really had some seniors in some spots that were just tough to beat. So there were some things to take away from it. There were positives. There were some things to learn. And we, the penalties being a major player there.
But to me, that's good news because those are things that are fixable.
Yeah.
And things you want to see improvement in the next week.
Absolutely. The coaches, as we talked to them this week, that was a focus for them. And and the players knew that probably some running that went into that. but they knew that was coming. And it was a big push for the week. Also, getting people experienced in different spots. That was a good thing that came out of that game.
The opponent tonight, the host, Bentonville Tigers. So the road does not get any easier tonight for your Wampus Cats, but then again, Tim, that's sort of by design.
Yeah, that's the way Coach Fimple wants it. And as long as Coach Fimple is here, and we want him here for a long time, but as long as he's here, he said, we're going to have non-conference games that really matter and that will push us, and so we can figure out where we are. This is, I hate to say it for Wampus Cat fans, I like to win every ball game, but every game doesn't really matter in the wins and losses for conference. So this is the kind of game you want. Backing it up against a very, tough Fayetteville team. This is an elite squad. We're going to get to learn a lot. We're going to learn a lot about our team tonight.
Yeah, the Bentonville Tigers handled your Wampus Cats at home a year ago behind what was really a strong third quarter performance that propelled them to that win. And they bring back a mix of familiar names and numbers as well as some new ones of note.
Yeah, Josh Ficklin, running back situation. Let's talk about that for a second. This is a very balanced offense. Josh Ficklin, Sean Anderson, from a running game perspective, they have a little different dynamics that they bring. Quarterback that didn't start last year but looks the part. When he goes out there, you're going to see, man, this guy looks really good. And then the wide receivers, Cooper Smith and Chas Nimrod, are seniors, and that we have faced them, it seems like, for the last 15 years.
We are going to go ahead and stand now for the playing of our national anthem by the Bentonville High School Band. It's the Pledge of Allegiance. I forgot they have added that into the mix.
And now a moment of silence.
Thank you. Now we want to honor our freedoms we enjoy, pay respect to our country, and those who have kept and are keeping our country safe.
And now the playing of the national anthem.
Placing our hands over our hearts, the Bentonville Pride plays our national anthem. Please remain standing as the government.
Sights and sounds of high school football here in Arkansas. Up in Northwest Arkansas for the second week in a row. It's the Conway Band. It's ready to play the alma mater. See it on your screen there. We're just minutes away from that sun getting behind the home press box. Tim, let's go ahead and just about 5 minutes away from kickoff. Let's go ahead and dive into your three things for tonight.
First thing up is, it's always said that you make the biggest improvement from week 1 to week 2. Well, this is really week 0 to week 1.
Right.
And so I do expect to see some real deep changes in some of the things we do. I hope we're opening up the package for Donovan. He really proved himself, I thought, played a great game, really managed the game very well. So I think that he is going to get some opportunities to do some things differently this week. So I'm hoping for some big improvements also from the defensive side. I think we made some big plays. We tried some different things, different people in different spots, and I think you'll continue to see that tonight.
Donovan, 23 for 36 a week ago for 282. No scores, but no turnovers.
No picks, no turnovers, and really, again, managed the pocket very well. Has a very keen sense of when the pocket is collapsing. I love that about that guy. The second thing I would say is this, is that they have a very balanced offense. Now, I have 1 week of film to look at, but I will tell you that's what it looked like. They can run the ball. They can pass the ball. They are strong at quarterback, running backs, and wide receivers, and they have the biggest offensive line in the state pretty much.
Yeah.
So this is an offense that's built to score points. They put up 41 last week and probably could have been more. They had a couple of picks that they threw, so they had some unfortunate things happen. But it's going to be – they're going to put up some points tonight.
Most of that in the first half. They looked as sharp as any opening week team I've ever seen.
No, they were executing, especially in the first half, they were executing everything. It was just, and that was a good team. Liberty North, I think, is what they were called. They're out of Kansas City. I talked to Coach Lampy. They're the top four team in Kansas City, and that's a big football city. Yeah. The third thing I would say is this: is that we moved the ball very well against Fayetteville. When you go back and look at it, scored 24 points, but we moved the ball between the 20s very well. Once we tightened up in the red zone, safeties start to come up, cornerbacks play a little closer, and the linebackers are closer to the line of scrimmage. Once we got to the spot where we were jammed up, things get harder for the quarterback. So I think some of that is not being sure of where people are going to be in a very close proximity and being able to deliver the ball effectively. And you also, as a coach, you don't want to call anything that can go the other way very quickly. And so we've got to find a way to score in the red zones. And I think this week we should see some better production.
That's Tim's 3 things for tonight against Bentonville. We're a few minutes away from kickoff, and we're getting ready here.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of
Smith at midfield.
Great to see him again.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing we haven't talked about yet was the 1 quarter that Manny Smith had last week. As impressive as anything I've ever seen, but done, as quickly as it came. Manny Smith was out with heat-related injuries last week, but back on the field tonight.
Yeah, it totally changed the game plan. I mean, and again, that's a weapon that Donovan Amala could use at any spot. He can throw it out of the backfield. He can hand it to him. He can throw him in a hitch. He can give it to him long. They run him in a jet sweep, all those things. And it just changed the game plan, and it was a big impact. It is really, really good to see him. The word was that once he got, they had taken him to the hospital Friday night, and by the time he got there, he was ready to turn around. He asked for them to turn around and come back. He wanted to get back in the ball game.
Yeah.
So that's Manny. That's a competitor, and we're hoping for him to be able to bounce back. Lots of fluids this week, I can only imagine.
I believe it was former Wampus Cat running back Jeff Anderson had a tweet this week with some very positive things to say about Manny Smith, and the feeling I get is, and it's so true, is, I mean, we've seen some great Wampus Cats come through, but I don't know if I've seen anyone that just plays as hard as he does every time he touches the ball. It's just crazy.
I've seen that, and you see it in Optimus football, and I know that's going back a long way, 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, or 5th and 6th grade. But you saw it from that point with Manny. He has always been that way. It's 7th grade. He would take off for 75 yards, and it was all out and collapse on the sidelines to get a rest and then go back in. He's an elite player. I'm so glad he's going to be playing right now. It looks like he's going to play at UCA. They've got a good one there. He is all heart. He's 5'5", about 160, and he is tough to handle.
There's Jeff Matthews, who keyed the nickname 2 years ago. All gas, no brakes.
Yes.
Manny Smith, as your Wampus Cats make their way out on the field 30 seconds from kickoff here at Tiger Stadium in Bentonville. Glad to bring this to you live wherever you're watching from tonight. 5 Sports Live on Twitter, 5 Sports on Facebook. You can message us in the Conway Corporation Channel 5 YouTube chat as well. Love to hear from you. A long trip, but man, these Conway fans, they travel.
Oh, they love coming to Bentonville. It's actually, it's a long ride. It's 3 hours to get here, but it's a great drive, and the food here in Bentonville is top notch. So you have a lot of folks that come up for the restaurants here. Always travel well to Bentonville. And I will say this too, one of the things we got here, it was super windy, and now here at kickoff, it's really barely blowing, but if it comes the way it was doing it in pregame, it's going to be a factor. But it's right now fairly lazy.
Yeah, it was blowing pretty hard from left to right on your screen.
Yeah.
During the pregame warm-ups and the kicking for Adrian Mejia. As of right now, though, it's pretty
nice.
much died down.
Yeah.
Once that sun gets behind the home stands, it's going to feel pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, on the bright side, only a paltry 88 degrees this Friday compared to 95 degrees last week in Fayetteville.
There was no way it was 95 degrees in Fayetteville. It had to be 110. It was ridiculously hot. Again, just a little bit of enough of a breeze to take it off. The fans are in the shade already. We're almost in the shade. And so looking forward to this is, I got to tell you, it kind of feels like football weather, even though it's a little warm.
Yeah.
This feels like a September game.
Got that little tinge in the air. Just
come on.
A wee bit.
You got the hamburgers grilling and the smoke going across the stadium. This is high school football, man. Love it.
The Wampus Cats will receive the opening kickoff. They did that a week ago as well.
This guy, how are you going to pronounce his last name?
I'm going to call him Logan Timison.
Timison, one of our camera guys said a while ago, it was Kelly, I think it was, that said, dude, he just tried one from 40, from 70 on the 40-yard line.
And just barely missed.
And just barely missed. This guy's got a leg. He was pounding it he made it from 53 earlier.
He made one from 53 with
pretty much
room
ease.
to spare.
Yeah. As if they don't have enough weapons.
Manny Smith, Wes Boudreau back to receive for your Wampus Cats. And they will have that opportunity as Manny takes it near the 5. Rolling out to his left, find a seam, cuts it back into the middle. He'll go down near the 25 for your Wampus Cats.
Really good over-the-shoulder catch, solid return, good start for the Wampus Cats.
Much different viewing angle for all of you back home and for ourselves here. We are live in the stands, at the top of the visiting stands here at Tiger Stadium. Wampus Cats will start with trips to the right for Donovan Amala. And he's going up for Boogie Carr. Boogie hit the turf, and there's no flag on the field. Looked like contact near the 35.
They've obviously called that incidental, but he did flatten out. It was contact, but incidental, I guess.
Wampus Cats right back at it, 2nd and 10. Fumbled the snap. Boogie Carr picks it up, and he'll get a couple yards.
That's that kind of lean in, read a little bit, and sometimes when you hesitate at the exchange, it gets a little wobbly. Got to get a little cleaner there.
They'll call it 3rd and 9. Empty backfield for Amala. 4 receivers to his right. He's looking that way over the middle for Manny Smith. Manny can't haul that one in, and we'll be looking to the punt team early here. 3 and out for your Wampus Cats.
Yeah, he delivered that a little hard for the spot that it was in, but again, Manny had cut in front, got good separation. Just a little too much steam on that for Manny.
Cooper Smith back to receive for Bentonville. He's set up near the 40 and brings on Ashton Waller. Waller had a great game last week punting for your Wampus Cats. It's going to be a little short, bounces right near the 50, takes a little bit of a Wampus Cat bounce. Down near the 45.
Kicking into what wind there is, he's kicking into it. So a little bit of a hold up there, but snap was a little short, kind of probably threw his timing just a little bit off, but again, great week last week punting.
Ashton averaged 42.7 yards per punt a week ago. He had a long of 51. Honestly, in a game where we weren't sure how much of the punt team we would see. We're already seeing it again here.
Well, look at the size of that offensive line. My goodness.
They look about as big as they did a year ago. Wright will hand off to Ficklin to start. Ficklin trying to bounce it out to his left. Good sure tackle made out there by Javion Ware, the senior transfer from Morrilton.
Also, Preston Prock from the middle linebacker spot really closed well as well. Good to see him in there.
Prock did some moving around a week ago, started down at defensive end from a standing position, moved to the middle a little bit. Looks like he'll be right in the middle tonight as Ashton Waller moves to outside linebacker.
And Duncan moves to the end.
2nd and 8 for the Tigers. Right, hand it off to Ficklin. Ficklin's got some space out on that left side, and he will pick up a first down. Ball will be spotted at the 42 for Bentonville.
I want to call it like I see it. We got away with one there. We threw Ficklin's shoe about 30 yards down the field.
Yeah, that doesn't just get down there on its own.
I saw it launched. Hey, and you know what? We actually had a point of contact in the backfield. Just didn't complete the play, but we got some penetration.
And that brings in senior Sean Anderson at running back. Wright fakes, gets it out to Cooper Smith in the flats. Smith makes a move, gets it down near the 30.
Yeah,
great. Close to a first down. I think he's going to be just short.
Great block by Chaz Nimrod on the edge.
No, he will get the first down.
Yeah. They do, again, not only do they catch the ball well, but they're very disciplined in their blocking schemes, and so that was blocked well.
Cooper Smith had a monster game a week ago, 8 receptions for 122 and 2 scores. Smith goes in motion. They're looking for him again. Pressure coming for your Wampus Cats. Wright fumbles the ball. It's picked up. And 91, Kelton Thomas. The Wampus Cats getting the early turnover here on defense.
Fantastic job of pursuit. Got him out of the pocket. Kept on with the play. Drew held on to the ball just a little bit too long. Tried to make the throw at the last second. Just didn't get it done. Great job, our defense there.
It was DeMarco McKenzie, junior tackle, stripping right from behind. Picked up by Thomas, and your Wampus Cats take over at their own 41. Quick pass out in the flats to Wes Boudreaux. Early contact there by number 32, wow. JT Temesco, and I would say maybe some borderline taunting happening at the end of that play as well.
Yeah, it's already chippy. Didn't take long. But here's the thing. That was a bullet. That was a bullet of a throw. That could have been a pick. He got it there in time.
2nd and 10 for the Wampus Cats. Try and get a pass out in the flats to Boogie Carr. They will say it was an incomplete forward pass. This Carr could not contain it.
Yeah, you're trying to get the ball to your playmakers in space to let them do what they do. Just didn't catch it all the way through.
Trips to the right, Manny Smith in the slot. Amala over the middle for Mickens. He had his receiver. Mickens couldn't quite haul it in. The passing struggles continue here for your Wampus Cats. 4th and 10. Ball at the 41, and they'll bring in, I think they're going to keep the offense on the field this time. They bring in Sherry at quarterback. Number 37, Sherry, a junior. And he's going to take a couple steps back for the Pooch punt. Line drive punt, bouncing down close to the 30. Nicholas Childress hit the turf near the 40. It's chippy indeed.
Wow. Well, and here's the thing. We had a couple of penalties last week at Fayetteville where that got in the way, and so we got to make sure that we keep our heads on. We don't get too excited. Don't let them get to you.
Sun finally behind the press box.
Thanks. We've got to catch the ball on offense. We've not helped Donovan out we're going to have to catch the ball when we get back on O.
Well, here's a look. Ficklin and Anderson both in the backfield with Wright. I'll hand off to Anderson. Ficklin out front to block. Anderson cuts it up inside past the 40. He'll get down near the, call it at the 40.
Yeah, this is getting behind that massive offensive line and just getting a deep push. Got to be able to cut through, shoot a gap, and try to get in the backfield. I mean, that's the only way. If you try to go toe-to-toe with that offensive line, you're never going to do that. So you're going to have to get some gaps. You're going to have to come in with our linebackers. We're going to have to fill in the spots.
Another senior running back, Chris Collier-Surley, in the backfield now. They'll hand off to him, flips it back to Chaz Nimrod. Nimrod on the sweep to the other side. Great step-up tackle by Trey Roberts.
Great job by Trey. That's a great open field tackle. Nimrod has got great moves. He's a next level player. He's a D1 player. Trey made fantastic contact right at his hip. Good form tackle by Trey Roberts.
That'll back it up. First break for your Conway defense, other than the turnover on the last drive. Bentonville pretty much been moving the ball at will here in the first quarter.
I'm not sure that mark is right, but that mark is not right.
You're hearing some Conway fans arguing that call as well.
That mark is not right, but anyway, we move on.
Smith in motion. Another penalty coming in. That'll be a false start against the Tigers. So that'll back them up to where they should have been.
That's about where they should have been. But now I see it should be 2nd and 15 instead of 2nd and 11.
Ball moves back to the 50. Smith in motion again. Wright fakes it to Ficklin. He's looking deep across the middle. What a play by your Wampus Cats, Traylon McClure with the hit, and Quadrell Wilson coming up with his second interception in 2 games.
Wow. I mean, first of all, Traylon McClure popping it loose. He had possession of it, popped it loose, and the dive and catch on the backside. My goodness, what a play.
Conway defense 2 for 2, forcing turnovers, giving this offense every opportunity. Manny Smith takes the carry from the backfield. He'll push it out past the 20 for a short gain.
Good hard run by Manny. He's not afraid of contact. I mean, you think a guy that's 5'5", he'd be a little bit afraid of that, but he's not. He takes a lick with the best of them.
2nd and 6, they'll go trips to the left tight. Amala looking across the middle. He's going to run out to his left, gets it to Manny Smith in the flats. I think Manny's probably going to lose a few yards there.
Yeah, there was just not much. He was trying to hit West Boudreaux in kind of about a 10, 12-yard curl into the zone, and it just wasn't open.
3rd and 6, Amala finds Rome Fields at the 30. And Rome unable to haul that one in.
I mean, that is like literally 6 drop balls already. So let's call it like we see it. I mean, these young men it's a high-pressure game. Totally get it. Rome Fields a young receiver. We will catch those, but we've got to help our quarterback out there.
Rome Fields had 3 catches a week ago at Fayetteville for 36 yards. One of the backup receivers. The punt team looking for one of their own. 9 seconds on the play clock as Rome will have to get out there quickly. Conway's going to have to burn a timeout here. 6:37 on the clock. We'll take it with them. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
Hi, I'm Kate McConnell from Smith Ford, a proud member of the Smith Ford family. As a mom, I'll help you find a vehicle that fits your family's needs. Whether you have 2 kids or 4, Smith Ford has the vehicle that's right for you. Ford has vehicles for all families. This F-150 has enough room for 3 car seats. Come experience Smith Ford's family customer service in Conway on exit 127.
About 10 degrees
But I'm a little hot under the collar.
I can tell.
We've really, we've had a couple of chances here already to move the sticks and kind of move the ball around. So we'll get there. Early game jitters, but we've got to take advantage of these turnovers.
Ashton Waller standing back at the 5. Second punt here for Waller, and looks like they're about to back it up even more. It'll be moving Conway's way. Now this is interesting for Wampus Cats, as it's going to be 4th and short now.
Wow.
So they bring the offense back out.
Wow.
They will keep the punt team on the field. It's now 4th and 2.
Somewhere out there, Coach Kelly is chagrining.
He's thinking about it for sure. Waller booms one. Cooper Smith hauls it in at the 40.
Great punt there. Coach Fimple had that timeout earlier to probably collect himself and get a message across. So it's been a little sloppy on both sides of the ball, but we've taken the ball twice. Okay, that's good, but we haven't done anything with it. That's bad. So now we need to, we don't want to see them pop one here, and they're going to get frustrated. If we continue to take the ball away, it's going to hopefully get into their system.
Bentonville starts this drive at the 40 with a handoff to Ficklin. A couple Wampus Cats stepping up there, including Ashton Waller and Quadrell Wilson to make the tackle.
Yeah, great tackle by Q on the backside and Ashton right down the line. And I will tell you, that snap almost didn't happen. He fumbled it before he gave it to Ficklin. So there's a little bit of there's a little stuff going. Couldn't get him down. That was a great run by him after the catch to make that happen, to get it 3rd and manageable.
3rd and 3 coming up for the Tigers. Cooper Smith on the near side. Chaz Nimrod to the far side. Bentonville goes with a little heavier set here. They will hand off to Ficklin, and he's got room. Bounces it out to the right. Q Wilson coming up and making a tackle that saved even more yards there, but it will be a first down.
Yeah, it's a good sure tackle. It was just he had too much space right at the line of scrimmage, and that's where we have had a little bit of a problem containing the run for them, is right there on this edge facing us here on the short side of the field.
Ball spotted at the 45. Tigers will go with 2 receivers out to the far side. Sticking with this heavier set here, handoff to Ficklin, right up the middle, slightly to the left, and the late flag coming in here right near the ball carrier.
Face mask. It was incidental, but in high school, I believe it's all 15, but they may call that personal foul anyway. But, yeah, right on the front side of the tackle.
Alan Jemison making his way onto the field for the Wampus Cats, number 50, checking in at defensive end. The officials move that ball. We've got another penalty out near side.
Sideline warning.
Close to Coach Fimple.
Yeah, that'll be a sideline warning.
Coach Fimple's had a lot of experience playing in this stadium in his days, coaching in the 7A West, previous stops. 1st and 10 now at the 24. Right, looking to his right. And he has Luke Wright open on that right side for the easy score, 24-yard score for Luke Wright.
Yeah, lost the tight end. He's the tight end in their system. Just kind of lost him in the deep outer move to the pylon, and really had no chance with the safety trying to come over the top.
4:31 left to go here in the first quarter. Bentonville Tigers strike first. Timison comes on for the PAT. Slightly high hold there, but kick is up and good. 7-0, the Tigers on top early. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
When you're looking for a new home in Conway, why not call on someone who knows the city better than anyone? Velda Luters with Coldwell Banker RPM Group. She has 25 years of experience and understands every aspect of the home buying and selling process. Buying a home can be stressful, but it doesn't have to be. Working with Velda is easy because she knows your needs are unique and she gives you the personalized service it takes to find your perfect home. She loves Conway High Sports and is a longtime supporter of the Conway Wampus Cats and Lady Cats. Find current listings at her website, veldaluters.com, or give her a call.
Back live in Bentonville, your Wampus Cats trailing 7-0 after the 24-yard strike from Drew Wright to Luke Wright. The Wampus Cats. No completions. Excuse me, Amala 1 for 7, but for 0 yards.
Pass to Manning.
And only 6 yards rushing on 2 possessions, or 3 possessions actually, for your Wampus Cats.
You know, and again, we haven't some of those drops. Some of those have been drops, and so we've got to help that out. But if there's anybody in the state that I would trust with getting things right on offense, it's Coach Kelly.
Timison with the booming kick. That'll go to the end zone.
His extra
Cats just trying to get something going here.
His extra point almost went over the building, by the way. I don't know if the cameras caught that, but it went the upper. Yeah, we just got to get something going. I mean, we've had some, two turnovers in the first.
We'll take it out past the 30. A little bit of movement for this offense, but another stalled drive.
Yeah, again, another drop ball. I mean, we've got to, and it was a tough catch by Lane. I mean, let's call it what it was. But those are the ones you need to convert. You had some momentum, and got to find that play that's going to close out the drive. We've got to find a play that's going to get us through the kind of the breaking point on the line of scrimmage.
2:59 left to go here in the first. Right, fakes to Ficklin, looking for Chaz Nimrod. Nimrod, soft hands, just cradling that thing in.
Yeah, a lot of contact right there, and he was still able to pick up 5. Just a good, quick throw. Nimrod is, I mean, he's big target. Their receivers, Cooper Smith's not that big, but he's got great speed, great hands, runs a great route. They're big all the way across.
That was the thing that impressed me the most watching their game film, was just how quick the decisions were made every snap. Another fake to Ficklin. Trying to get it out. What a play by Troy Wiseman out in the flats.
That's the way you do it there. Now, that does a couple of things. Number one, makes that flat decision just a little bit tougher next time. Now, you got to watch for them to hitch and go. We got to watch for the break down the field. The other thing it does is when you stick somebody that hard, he's going to remember that. So when he goes up, next time he tries to make that catch, he'll remember Troy Wiseman.
And that's the second time C.J. Brown has taken a big hit.
Yeah.
Sophomore receiver for the Tigers.
Got to watch the slot closest to the camera.
Wampus Cats playing deep off as Bentonville sets up the screen to Ficklin. He's got the first down and then some. Traylon McClure trying to close in. He can't do it. 61-yard run for Ficklin. Puts the Tigers up by 2 scores.
Well, and that's what the running game and the deep routes will get you. Is that opens up the screen game, and so we lost all of our containment. We were way too deep. Best case scenario is you give up the first down. Worst case scenario is that right there.
Timison on for the extra point. Conway got a hand on that one. That is no good. Is that Traylon McClure?
I think it was.
Who else? 1:23 left to play here in the first quarter. We'll go ahead and hold this one here. Wampus Cats trail 13-0 here in the first.
Yeah, there's going to have to be, and defensively, we've made some great plays defensively. Again, it's almost like a little bit like what we saw in Fayetteville. Have great moments, but then we lose containment. We don't cover the deep ball. We lose containment on a screen pass. So those are the kinds of things we've got to string together defensively, and then offensively, you got to help your defense out. You've got to stay out on the field a little bit longer. Get some points.
Be a great time for a nice kick return here. Manny Smith, Wes Boudreaux lined up for your Wampus Cats. Timison banged the last one into the end zone.
Well, he's got that breeze back. The breeze has picked up just a little bit.
Flags are moving. Line drives that one. It's picked up by Wes Boudreaux. Makes a cut back out to his left. He's going to go out of bounds near the 30.
That was a little squirrely on the kick. Side spin. Picked up well by West. He's a great option to have on the return. Knows what to do with it once he gets it. Okay, so you start at the 30 now. You've seen defensively what they're bringing. You're going to have to be careful of Kendrick Sawalao. He hasn't really busted up the middle yet, and he's bound to.
Jaden Hughes in the slot for your Wampus Cats. Manny Smith in motion. They'll hand off to Boogie Carr. Boogie fighting right up the middle. It's going to be a pretty nice gain for the junior.
Yeah, looks like about a gain of 4. Good push. You know, they had contact right at the line of scrimmage, and he had a good push to pick up 5, actually.
Two receivers to each side. Amala looking to his left, trying to get it out to Manny Smith, and he is mugged in coverage by Caleb Young.
Yeah, good no call there. He got it right on it. Now, you got to drive. What you want to do there is you want to drive that corner off of you, and we didn't get the sell out like we needed.
3rd and 5. Manny in motion again. Toss it out to him out in the flats. He's got to make a move back up the middle. It's going to be real close to a first down.
Be a little bit short, maybe a yard short, half a yard.
30 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Wampus Cat offense hurries back up to the line, 4th and 1. They'll hand it off to Boogie. No, Amala going to keep it. He's got space out on the far side. Donovan Amala, the sophomore, 61 yards untouched. What a spark for this Conway offense.
That's one way to get your first score.
Fake me out.
Yeah. Well, and so that's Coach Kelly. They're selling out to stop Boogie Carr up the middle. Keep the ball. He made a great read. Great move around the edge. And, boy, that was some speed out of your quarterback there. Great job by Donovan Amala.
Yeah, great read, great instincts by the sophomore. Desmond Davidson gets out on the field as Mejia. Point after is up and good. Your Wampus Cats trail 13-7. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
Hi, I'm Kate McConnell from Smith Ford, a proud member of the Smith Ford family. As a mom, I'll help you find a vehicle that fits your family's needs. Whether you have 2 kids or 4, Smith Ford has the vehicle that's right for you. Ford has vehicles for all families. This F-150 has enough room for 3 car seats. Come experience Smith Ford's family customer service in Conway on exit 127.
Felt like he was going to get it, and that play has been there a couple of times now. And Donovan made a great read, pulled it out. What was it, 60 yards later?
61 yards, 4th and 1 on your own side of the field.
Nicely done, young man.
Mejia kicks off here. Being taken in right around the 1. It's Nimrod. Nimrod, a burst of speed right up the middle, past the 30. Number of Wampus Cats, including Ashton Waller, Will Vent, in on the tackle.
Yeah, that actually looked like that could have popped for a lot longer and really did a good job at about the 30-yard line to gang tackle. Came out of nowhere.
And that's going to do it for the first quarter of action here in Bentonville. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
It began in 1997 with one goal: community first. It grew, reaching farther and farther across the state of Arkansas. Now, we're on the move again, ready to show our commitment to the people of Conway. Ready to continue the effort to revitalize our downtown with a state-of-the-art banking facility. Ready to live out our firm belief that community is everywhere. And now, community is here.
Since Conway Corp is committed to our own city, expert assistance is never far away. That's why Conway residents enjoy local customer service with weekend and after-hour support. It's convenience for you, powered by Conway Corp. 13-7 at the end of one. Wampus Cat offense finally coming to life. Final seconds of the first quarter. See if this defense can get another stop. C.J. Brown in motion. They hand it off to him on the sweep.
Quay stuck it from the trailing side. He actually got a little hold, and Troy Wiseman from the front side. Great job, loss of one.
Stuck it, tackle for a loss. Brings up 2nd and 11 for the Tigers.
That was good pursuit by Quay. Fought through the block, made it happen.
Anderson in the backfield. Wright, Anderson. Running the option out on the far side. Wright will keep it. And a big hit from Ashton Waller. Wow.
Welcome to the secondary, Drew Wright.
Excuse me, that was Maurice Freeman.
Oh, wow. That. And again, great form tackle. If you want to come out there and that's the way you're going to roll with it, be prepared. And that was an awesome open field tackle by Maurice Freeman.
Freeman, the senior outside linebacker, had 2 interceptions a year ago for this Wampus Cat defense. 3rd and 2 coming up for Bentonville.
Stopped him just short of the line of game.
Hand off to Anderson. Anderson finds a gap in the middle, gets the first down and out past midfield.
He's a shifty runner. He's got a different gear than Josh Ficklin. He gets into the open space, he can really make you miss. He's kind of a dodge and weave kind of guy.
Curran Duncan checking in, as well as Kelton Thomas. Kesey stuck it at tackle. First down for the Tigers. Wright looking for his left, under pressure. He escapes, bouncing it out to his right. Cut it upfield, past the 45. He took another big hit.
We had him in the backfield. Again, hit that great job by Drew Wright just to get out of that. But that's the case where Donovan Amala probably goes down after he gets his 3 yards and calls it good. The last 2 were pretty painful. Got a player down.
2nd and 6, ball at the 43. Ware trying to get off the field, but he will not be able to do that in time. I think Fimple's going to go ahead and call a timeout. 2nd timeout for your Wampus Cats. We will take it with them. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
When you bank with First Security, you're choosing real support for you and for our home state. So friends, families, and fellow Arkansans find better solutions together. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Back live at Tiger Stadium. Wampus Cats trailing 13-7 with 9:30 to play here in the first half.
Really a good move by Drew right there to get out of, the bobbled snap. Things it all broke down, and he was still able to get 4 or 5 out of it. But he took a lick at the end. It's one of those you kind of remember.
2nd and 6, ball at the 43.
It's weird.
2 flags coming in, 3 flags on the field. Seems about every judge on the field was throwing it in. That'll back it up for the Tigers.
That's one of those where if in the NFL it's false start on everyone but the center. I'm guessing the center was wrong there. That's my guess.
Well, maybe he thinks everybody else was wrong.
He probably does.
2nd and 11. 2 receivers to the left, right, finding Nimrod quickly, and that goes just in and out of his hands. Nice break for your Wampus Cats as he was about to have a big gain there.
Yeah, Coach Fimple talking to Ashton. Ashton was just a step off there. One step quicker there, and that could be a trouble for Bentonville. That was it's a dicey throw. 3rd and long now. Finally got him 3rd and long.
Kelton Thomas back on the field. A tackle.
Play clock's running down too far. I'm not sure they'll get this off.
10 seconds on the play clock. Tigers just now up to the ball. They do get it off. Right. Looking deep. Post route to Nimrod. Troy Wiseman gets a hand on it. Well defended by Troy Wiseman.
Troy. That was a great play. Threw it up for grabs, and again, Chaz Nimrod. If you're going to throw a ball up, that's the guy you're going to throw it up to. And Troy, who's not real tall, made a good play on the ball.
Wes Boudreaux back to receive the punt. Timothy handles all kicking duties for the Tigers. Boudreaux, I think he had 4 punt returns a week ago, but all fair caught.
Yeah.
Be nice to see him get a chance to break one here. He will not have a chance. That lands near the 30. Near side over here. We'll spot it at the 33. 9:08 to play here in the first half. Your Wampus Cats coming off their best offensive drive of the first half. Chance to make some noise again.
Well, finished it off with 4th and 1 from our own 40, from our own side of the ball. Now, everybody that knows Coach Kelly knows that's going to be something we're going to go for. But a great conversion by Donovan Amala.
They'll hand off to Jalen Chambers. Jalen making a move right up the middle. Give him 8 yards on the first carry of the game for Chambers.
Transfer from Texas, making an impact here. Nice run.
Just a junior. So all 3 of your running backs are juniors on this team. They'll hand it off to him again here to pick up the first down.
We saw him at the scrimmage at Marlton do just that. Really, downhill runner right into the gap.
Amala speeding him up to the line. He's going to bounce it out to his left. Makes the slide for a short gain. Call it 4.
Wise decision.
Just keeping that positive momentum going. Hand off to Chambers. Chambers bouncing to his left, right up the middle. Big gain.
Wow. Boy, he hit the gap quickly and was in the second level in a split second. Nice run by Chambers.
This offense playing with some confidence. Another handoff to Chambers. Finds another seam again. Give him another 3 yards.
Yeah, nicely done. He followed Sean Tufu, who was pulling. Went right behind him. If you're going to follow somebody, man, that's a great guy to follow.
First look at Lala Smith tonight. He had 8 carries a week ago at Fayetteville. 2nd and 4. Amala over the middle. Chris O'Neal for the first down.
All right, this is one of those sophomores that we've been warned about. Haven't seen him yet. This is his first play that I've seen him actually go, and he may have played in Fayetteville, didn't see it. That was a great route right into the middle of the zone.
We got Chris O'Neal, Jaden Hughes to the near side. Some young receivers in for your Wampus Cats. A little miscommunication there, but Manny Smith, no miscommunication, stays on his feet for the 15-yard score.
How about you, Manny Smith?
Manny Smith finding the end zone for the 3rd time early here in the season.
Somebody check that guy for some slippery stuff on his uniform. I mean, he just will not go down.
This Conway offense has found their swagger here at the end of the first and here into the second quarter. Just a PAT away from the lead. Snap is good, kick is good. Your Wampus Cats up 14-13, 7:23 to play in the first half. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
Thank you for your business. Thank you for your business.
For your Wampus Cats here in the second quarter, and a 15-yard pass to Manny Smith, his third score on the year. The Wampus Cats are up here in Bentonville.
Spreading the wealth a little bit. Got Chris O'Neal involved, Jalen Chambers, some new names. And I'll tell you this, and we were talking about it on the break, Donovan Amal's got that thing going right now. He's really looking like he's into the game.
Whistles coming in as the kick was getting ready. Not sure. Maybe the officials hadn't given them the go-ahead yet. Wampus Cats are eager.
Yeah, they gotta tell you to go first, I guess. That's the thing.
They gotta say, hey, it's your turn now.
You can kick it now.
Take two here for Mejia.
Ooh.
And he booms that one deep into the end zone.
Took out the film guys down there.
Is that our film guys?
No, it's theirs.
Theirs, yeah. Okay, that's
it's okay.
Fine. Yeah, no big deal. 7:23 to play. Wampus Cats have their first lead of the game. This Bentonville Tiger offense has started to slow down a little bit.
It has, but here's the thing, though. As we've seen in film and as we know with the senior leadership, we'd expect on our side, they're not charmed by us at this point. It's no smoke and mirrors thing. They're expecting a battle. We'll get their very best shot here.
Band traveling all the way up to Northwest Arkansas in high numbers. Ficklin gets the opening carry here. Number 96, Zy Blakely.
The backside, that's got to be a hold. Yeah.
Is it Blackley or Blakely?
Blakely.
Blakely. Finishes off that play.
Yeah, hold on the backside.
Back it up. Well, this is our longest road trip of the season, and you wouldn't know it by the way these Wampus Cat fans have traveled. Student section in full force.
Yeah.
The band.
Yeah,
it looks like how many kids we have at home. Yeah.
Yeah, this looks like a home game. I mean, everybody's here. Great job by our fans to get here. It's a long weekend. I mean, you kind of hope that maybe a few folks say, well, you know, I got a little extra time this weekend. Why not catch the Wampus Cats?
Razorbacks in town, taking on Rice. Former Wampus Cat Giovanni Johnson expected to see some action for Rice tomorrow.
That was well strung out there. And I know he picked up about 3 or 4, but you saw Preston Prock literally taking on a couple of guys and moving the entire play to the boundary. I mean, he did not find a gap to cut back in. He did a great job there of filling his spot and taking on the blockers and extending the play out.
Prock's a big fella. He's got long arms.
He's a big guy. He's a big guy. Just a junior.
2nd and 10, ball at the 20. 3 receivers to the near side for the Tigers. Wright bounces it out to Cooper Smith. That's something we haven't seen.
Bounces it out to Cooper Smith. Yeah, that's a short-armed throw. And again, so some of that is previous plays impacting it, all right? We've jumped a couple of those routes, number 1. Number 2, we've hit the quarterback a couple of times, and you've even got some receivers out there knowing where we are. So sometimes when you, even if they make some plays, you can make some impact plays and they'll remember it.
3rd and 10, another great opportunity for this Conway defense.
seems like an eternity before they get up the line of scrimmage, and it's just not a hurry-up offense.
Especially the pace of play of your Wampus Cat offense. Right. He's having to run around back there. He's got some space in front of him. He will pick up the first down and pay for it.
What a great run by Drew Wright. I mean, he went all the way from one side of the field to the other. We just we focused on that one push to that boundary, lost containment on this side, and he made us pay for it. It's a good run by Drew Wright.
Mo Freeman, another big stick.
You remember it.
Near side.
I'm liking the level of pads being struck by the defense. It sounds good. Looks like their hearts are in it, playing with the lead.
1st and 10 at the 31. Handoff to Ficklin. Had him in the backfield. He's going to bounce it out. Far side. He gets close to a first down.
Well, what a great run. Good stop by Trey Roberts in the open field. And again, very slippery runner. Really, really good in the gaps and caused us to miss. Went from really 2nd down and probably 8 to 2nd and 1 because of the extra effort. Good run by Josh Ficklin.
Second and short. Bentonville taking their time. Handoff to Ficklin. Trying to string it out to his left. He has the first down and about 7 or 8 more.
Yeah, they're getting a good push on the outside edge. I mean, we are trying to shoot the gaps to get in there, but the lead blockers are getting in front and creating just enough havoc to give them, really the first contact is not until it's about 4 or 5 yards down the field, when what we should be doing is when you have a play like that, you're trying to make contact 1-2 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
4:50 to play here in the opening half. Right. Deep out to Cooper Smith, wide open. He takes it past the 30.
Just a little bit of a blown coverage there. It's too wide open. You know that's not the game plan. So good throw by Drew Wright, good catch by Cooper Smith. And really just kind of, we had one mistake there and they made us pay.
Methodical. It's this Bentonville Tiger offense.
They're very balanced. They approach the game very professionally, even with 2 turnovers. No shaking this offense.
Handoff to Anderson up the middle. He's fighting for some tough yards.
Good job on the backside tackle there. That was Zy Blakely. Also Ethan Winningham in on the tackle.
2nd and 6, they'll bring in Ficklin. The pace of these two offenses couldn't be any more different.
It's like it's black and white.
It is like that indeed. Fake to Ficklin, finds Cooper Smith in a nice little pocket. That's another first down for the Tigers.
Yeah, quick, good throw. I mean, and that's what we saw against Liberty North, was these quick hitches and quick slants. I mean, they're not even really slants. They're just right off the edge, and they get the ball before you can jump it. Just a really good throw, good timing.
Another heavy set for the Tigers. Right, looking for Cooper Smith in the flats. Nice tackle out of bounds by Wilson.
Yeah, you've got to protect against the give and go. So just a little bit too much cushion. He picked up 7 or 8 there. It's just too much, but good tackle. I mean, you want to be able to make sure you at least get that. Got to watch. Yeah, this is Josh Ficklin range here.
2nd and 3 at the 10. They'll give it to Ficklin right up the middle. And he will have a first down. That'll bring up 1st and goal.
This has just been one long haul for this offense. And it's just chunk play after chunk play. Very methodical, to your point. Just, they're just working the ball down the field. We're going to have to get a break here, or it's going to be 6, obviously. So
1st and goal from the 5. Under 3 minutes to play. Handoff to Anderson. Bounces it inside. Too easy for the senior. 5-yard run. Bentonville back on top.
Yeah, I mean, it's just very shifty. He made one move at the line of scrimmage, and really that's all he had to do. Now, defense is absolutely, you can see them, they're absolutely worn out. Those big, heavy linemen leaning on them. I mean, my gosh, we've got to, we're going to have to figure out a way just to get in the backfield and try to shoot gaps. We can't go toe-to-toe like that.
Timison on for the PAT. The last one was blocked. This one will go through.
Got a flag down.
Flag out on the near side.
I'm guessing it's offsides. Yeah, maybe not.
They're keeping the kicking team on the field. White hat telling them to stay on.
Oh, they're going to go for 2 here. Yeah. So it's offside, so they move the ball half the distance, and they're going to bring their offense back because of the missed extra point.
That missed PAT on their second score of the game. Tiger offense back on the field. Ficklin in the backfield.
Yeah, this could be anything from Ficklin up the middle to
Luke Wright's been dangerous tonight.
Yeah, rolling out, hitting Cooper Smith on a quick.
Chaz Nimrod, big target. He'll hand off to Ficklin, and he will dive in easily. 21-14, Bentonville extends the lead to 7. 2:47 to go here in the first half, 30 seconds, and we're back on Conway Corp.
When you bank with First Security, you're choosing real support for you and for our home state. So friends, families, and fellow Arkansans find better solutions together. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Tigers regain the lead here in Bentonville. 2:47 on the clock, plenty of time for this Wampus Cat offense.
Yeah, we are in a constant 2-minute offense. That's just our normal thing. So, clock is not a problem. Now, what is a problem is that drive. You don't like to see that. That was just chunk play after chunk play after chunk play. Best medicine for that is to score on our own.
Boogie Carr will haul it in near the 15. Bounces it back out to the far side, past the 30. Good starting position here for Conway.
That's a great move by Boogie Carr. Thought about bouncing it outside, came back inside.
Well, he and Manny Smith switched spots right before Timison lined up. Manny was calling him over to switch.
Yeah.
Timison kicked it over to
Maybe
Boogie.
Manny didn't want the ball.
I don't know about that. That doesn't sound like Manny Smith.
Nah, I'm guessing he wanted the ball.
Jalen Chambers back in the backfield. For the Wampus Cats, they'll go trips to the right, 2:42 on the clock. Fake to Chambers, over the middle for Rome Fields, and Amala just led him a bit.
Yeah, that's a good young throw. I mean, but he didn't throw it back shoulder, which could cause you a problem. Rome had him beat going across the middle, but that's a learning throw there. He'll get that better.
Chris O'Neill, Jaden Hughes, Manny Smith near side. We'll hand off to Jalen Chambers. Jalen, not much going there. Short gain. We'll give him 1.
Don't want to necessarily go too fast here. They have all their timeouts left.
Wampus Cats slowing down a bit. 2:08 to play. Amala stepping up, looking deep. Just couldn't find a Wampus Cat. That one's almost picked off.
Yeah, that looked like you had Jaden Hughes and Manny kind of in the same realm there. That's kind of a blown pattern at some point in time, and Amala threw it where he thought somebody would be, and the only person there was a Tiger. So
I wondered if Mala was going to take off there as he started to step up in the pocket. Good presence. So 1:58 to go. And Ashton Waller just booms one. Hauled in by Cooper Smith at the 30.
Great punt.
So we'll see how aggressive this Bentonville Tiger offense is with 1:50 to play.
Well, they've got the weapons, there's no doubt. Boy, you'd really, really, really like to go in just down 7. It would be very disheartening to go down 14. But again, this offense, while they look methodical and they can be that way, that's kind of how they're scripted. They're very balanced. They run, they pass, they run, they pass. They can definitely hit you over the top. I mean, they've got Cooper Smith, they've got Chaz Nimrod. They can go deep, and Drew can get it down there.
Well, they will come out with a 4-receiver set. Kesey Stuckett hurrying onto the defensive line. Right, looking to his left. Mo Freeman getting a hand on it. That was dangerous.
I think Coach Fimple almost went for the ball. He literally wanted to come out in the field and make the catch. Oh, it's close. He did a great job, though. I mean, that was going to be a tough play. He was extended all the way. It's not like he just dropped the ball. He was fully extended. Good play by Freeman.
That was one of the first true mistakes that we've seen from Wright here. He was picked off earlier in the first quarter on just an amazing defensive play. Wright looking deep over the middle. Hits Cooper Smith in the numbers. But Ashton Waller getting his hands all up in his face.
Yeah, he distracted him. He broke right in front of the ball. And I'll tell you this, too. They had Freeman coming off the edge, and he did a swim move underneath the left tackle and almost got there. Really interesting play there. We had Mo Freeman coming off the edge. So look at this. You've got, Mo Freeman backing up now just a little bit, but he was on the edge of the defense as an extra rusher on the outside.
3rd and 10. 4 receivers for the Tigers. Drew Wright looking to his left. Gets pressure. Can't get him down, and he finds Cooper Smith out at the 45. Conway defense had hands on Wright. Couldn't get him down.
Boy, that's just a great one-on-one move by Drew Wright. By that time, you give Cooper Smith that kind of time, he's going to get open.
Wright, quick pass out to Smith in the flats. He tries to go up over Wilson. Out of bounds, gain of 5.
Quick passes just to try to get to the boundary. Quick gain of 5, 6, 7 yards. Again, that's they've got a kicker that once they get it about another 10, 15 yards, they're in range, even into the wind.
We were talking about it early in the first quarter. He had one from 53. So that ball would be spotted at the 43. Well, not at the 43, but he was hitting them with ease. That's picked off by Trey Roberts off of Nimrod's hands. Roberts still on his feet, out near the 50.
There we go.
And a late flag coming in near the sidelines.
Yeah, it's going to be 15 yards on the Wampus Cats for a late block. That's the thing about defensive players, too. Great job, by the way. Great tip drill, Oski drill, Trey Roberts. Let's talk about the good side of it. Great play by Trey Roberts. Good return to get us to the 50. Unfortunately, I think what we're going to have is either a block in the back or a late block or personal foul on the Wampus Cats, if that's what the call is.
Did it look like it happened out of bounds?
No, it was in the play. It was behind the play. And that you get your defensive players, they get a little juiced up, a little amped up, and just, got too aggressive.
So instead of being spotted at the 50, this sound system pretty
light,
non-existent here for the officials.
I'm not sure they have it on our side, but they called it on Traylon. And as we know, Traylon he gets a little amped.
He does.
But that's a great play. That's the 3rd turnover now by the Wampus Cat defense.
I'll move it back to the 35. Hand off to Boogie Carr. Boogie bouncing it out, trying to extend the play. And he'll get out of bounds near the first down marker.
Good decision by Boogie there. Great job. getting as much as he could get out of it. 2nd and 1. A lot of options now. Great job by Boogie.
Jaden Hughes, Chris O'Neill seeing a lot of time here in the first half. They're near side. Another handoff to Boogie Carr. Boogie's showing off the burst of speed.
Wampus Cats only have 1 timeout left, so they have to be really good here. They're very quick. Again, this is just our play.
57 seconds on the clock. They'll hand it off to Boogie Carr again. Boogie loses his footing. Let's go down near. They're going to spot him about the 37.
This is Manny Smith time. They're going to give.
And it's a Boogie Carr again. He has a pocket in the middle. Another first down. Clock stops at 36.
Man, this offense, man, this is the way you practice. They're already at the ball, ready to go, waiting on the officials.
Amala looks over the middle. He had Jaden Hughes. Jaden just taking his eyes off the ball.
Timeout.
A little too early.
Timeout Bentonville. They need a break.
They need a breather. 29 seconds on the clock. We'll hold it here. Offense moving.
Yeah.
But another drop ball. Been way too many of those tonight.
Yeah, it just seems like, and they come at the worst times. Great route by Jaden Hughes. I mean, let's talk about the positive stuff. These are high school kids. These are not professionals, but he made a great route, got open. Amala put it on him. All right, those are 2 great things. The last piece is pull it in. And, again, these young guys, he's a junior. He's right at the goal line, basically, about to tie the game up. And, it gets a little tight. So, again, he'll make the play. It's early in the season.
Ball spotted at the 25. Probably need a few more yards to feel comfortable in Mejia's range. Just 1 timeout left for your Wampus Cats. Amala rolling out to his left. He has Manny Smith. Manny, the 25-yard strike from Amala. Touchdown, Wampus Cats.
Manny Smith. Great throw, great route. Backed up into the end zone. Had his guy fooled completely on the inside. Again, now he's throwing to his strong side. He's lefty, so this is great. But he immediately felt the pressure behind him and rolled completely to the boundary. Waited it out, got Manny open. Great throw, great catch.
Soft hands by Manny Smith. He was just waiting for that pass to come in. And your Wampus Cats tying it up here with the PAT. 22 seconds to play in the first half, and we've got a tie ball game here in Bentonville. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
When you bank with First Security, you're choosing real support for you and for our home state. So friends, families, and fellow Arkansans find better solutions together. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Trey Roberts. The Wampus Cats just moving the ball down the field quickly. And the 25-yard strike from the sophomore Donovan Amala to Manny Smith. Manny's 2nd touchdown of the night. Mejia putting it in the end zone.
That's how you do that. I mean, there's no chance for anything funky to happen on the kickoff return. Just absolutely powered through the kick, man. I mean, he has really made some strides in just 1 year. Body looks there. We were talking about it in pregame. He just looks different on the field.
Looks taller.
Yeah, taller, bigger, wider, and just stronger. Really, and the thing is, and I know it's for the fans at home, it's when he hits the ball, you can hear it. It's a thump to it, and it's just different than what it was last year.
So 2 timeouts left for Bentonville. You think we see anything fancy
I don't know.
here?
I mean, I was thinking about that during the break. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, they might see what they've got. I don't think that they'll mess around too much. We've only got 1 timeout left. But 3 turnovers, that'll make you think twice.
They'll go with a 3-receiver set. Right, we'll hand off to Ficklin. Ficklin bouncing it out on the far side. Be a short gain for the senior.
Yeah.
And they will let the clock run out here in the first half. Your Wampus Cats finding ways to answer throughout the first half. And we've got a tie ball game heading into halftime. 21-all between the Bentonville Tigers and your Conway Wampus Cats, and these Conway fans letting these players know. That's going to do it for the first half here at Tiger Stadium. We'll be back with the Conway Regional Health System halftime show after this 60-second break on Conway Corp.
Your summer adventure starts and stops with the dependable Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Toyota from Phil Wright Autoplex. We still have brand new and pre-owned vehicles arriving weekly. Come experience why so many families are trusting Phil Wright Autoplex here in Russellville. Or shop us online at philwright.com.
From day one, Centennial has been there for the people of Conway. The people that teach us, protect us, guide us, and work to make Conway better every day. That's why we've donated over $5 million to local organizations and causes. And we have the same commitment to serving you for life's milestones and everyday moments. Centennial Bank, proud to call Conway and Faulkner County home.
Helton's Wrecker U-Haul has the service you need. Whatever the automotive problem, Helton's has the diagnostics to repair it. If you're moving across town or across country, Helton's is your #1 choice for U-Haul in Conway. We have a wide selection of packing supplies for every aspect of your move. Also, we sell and install hitches. Call 327-469-6 for a quote. At Helton's Wrecker U-Haul, we are always on our toes. Give us a call at 327-7681.
Back live in Bentonville, your Wampus Cats tying it up with 22 seconds left to go here in the first half. 21-all here at Tiger Stadium. Time now for the Conway Regional Health System halftime show. You'll hear from Conway Regional's Matt Troupe, our senior spotlight with Ashton Waller, and the Wampus Cat Report with Kennedy Smith and more right after this break.
To ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we are not just growing, we are growing together.
With us is Matt Troupe, President and CEO of Conway Regional Health System. And Matt, first of all, thank you for being with us again this year. Wish we were in person, but we'll handle things over Zoom once again in 2021, at least for a little while. And certainly we've had some interesting times over the last 18 months with COVID-19. And over this last year and a half, you all have been the leader in the community dealing with the virus. Tell us about what Conway Regional has learned about the pandemic since the last time we spoke.
Well, I'll tell you, it has been an amazing 18 months indeed. Some of the most challenging times, some of the best times, really, in many senses, is to get to see the way our team has responded, the way our physicians and nurses and other staff have responded. It's great to see our mission lived out the way it has been in these last 18 months. But certainly a challenge. I'll tell you, we've learned several things. One, how adaptable and nimble our team can be. When we need to adapt to meet the needs of our community. We've learned how this virus has mutated and certainly presented whole new challenges for us on how to deal with that. We've learned the importance of vaccines. No vaccine is 100% effective, but the data is overwhelmingly clear, not just nationally, but here in Arkansas, right here in Conway. If you're vaccinated, you're much less likely to be admitted, much less likely to die from the disease. So these are things that we have learned. We've also learned that people are very hesitant. Many people are very hesitant to get the vaccine. And as I've talked to a lot of folks personally, there is a sincere feeling here. And as opponents, as a hospital of the vaccine, we want to see people get it, but we also don't want people to feel ostracized, feel welcome or uncomfortable. We want to help educate. And so We've learned that education is really the best mode to convince people that this is the right thing to do, because there's just too many stories out there of people who regret not getting vaccinated until it's too late. And those are sad stories to hear. We know we can prevent a lot of illness, and we know from the vaccine and the pandemic that public education is really our key tool to help stem the tide of what we're facing.
And speaking of education, educating people about the vaccine, Conway Regional is a strong relationship with the Conway Education Football Program, the Conway Wampus Cats over the years. And so let's turn the tide a little bit to that. Tell us about the involvement once again this year between Conway Regional and Conway High School and the Wampus Cats.
Well, let me tell you, I have an opportunity, a few times a year, and even in times of COVID, to do it remotely like this, to talk about our community and to talk about healthcare in Conway, Arkansas. And I always talk about the Wampus Cats. Anytime I get to talk about the Wampus Cats and what a unique creature that is and what a unique culture we have right here in Conway, I really get fired up, and I think it's a really special part of our community. And I can't imagine us not being a part of this. For over 100 years, or actually right at 100 years, we have served this community and been in and of this community to keep patients, as we like to say, down the hallway and not the highway. And that's taken shape there with the Wampus Cat athletic program through bottled water donations, through providing sports medicine, comprehensive sports medicine services, from neurology to cardiology to family medicine and orthopedics, of course, the whole gamut. And so we've been strong partners. Our athletic trainers are very much a part of that school and helping to keep athletes healthy. And our physicians and medical staff oftentimes are right there on the sidelines as well. So it's a part of pride for us. We can't imagine being in this community and not being a part of Wampus Cat athletics in the past and for the foreseeable future to come.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we are not just growing, we are growing together.
It's halftime of the Conway Regional Health System halftime show. I'm Jeff Matthews, joined by the voices of the Wampus Cats. It's Levi Gilbert and Tim Roach, and we are joined by senior, kind of does everything. It's Ashton Waller. Ashton, thanks for being with us here at halftime. You're the senior spotlight this week, and one of the first things we like to find out about you seniors is how football started for you. Take us back to the earliest days of you putting on the pads and getting on the field. Was it Optimist or someplace else for you?
Yes, sir. I played Optimist. I was a baseball guy, and then in 5th grade, I think I started playing Optimist. I played for the Broncos, actually.
So what got you to football?
I think I hadn't played it before, and I was just wanting to try, and I've seen I saw guys in like 4th grade and all that. They wore their Optimist jerseys to school, and I wanted a jersey, I guess. Yes, sir.
Ashton, you had a big night at Fayetteville last week, and a lot of those big plays happening at a new position for you. How's the move to linebacker been, and what are the differences for you playing at this new position?
It's actually been pretty good. I played in Optimist. I would play linebacker, so it was more just getting back to what I could remember, I guess. I think it's been good so far. I think it's the same thing as safety, just coming up a little bit more and less, more just focusing on the running back instead of the receivers.
Yeah, 19 tackles will tell you that you're in on every play. And it appeared at times like you were really never even off the field. I know you did come off the field a little bit, but you had a great night punting the ball. And that's something you go from a linebacker to a punter. And we've seen the progress over the years as punting for you. Tell us about that part of your game. Where'd you learn to punt? How's that come about?
Coach Fimple would want me to tell him that he taught me, but at starting, Coach at the junior high, Coach Mallett taught me at first, and then Coach Fimple shined me up on it.
Ashton, let's talk about some things off the football field. What kind of things do you like to do when you're not playing or practicing football?
I like hanging out with my friends. A lot of the guys on the football team, I hang out with them outside of school, outside of here. We go over football even outside of here, surprisingly. and just hanging out with them. It's always a good time.
Who's your team? Like, do you have a college or a pro team you like?
Not really. I just like watching the game. Whoever's on, really.
Well, we like watching you. It's been fun for 3 years, and we look forward to continue watching you this senior season. Ashton Waller, our senior spotlight tonight. Ashton, thanks.
Thank you.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we are not just growing, we are growing together.
Good evening, Wampus Cat fans. My name is Kennedy Smith, and welcome to this week's Sports Report. The Lady Cat volleyball team has their season in full swing with a non-conference record of 6-3. They played at the Early Bird Invitational Tournament in Bentonville this past weekend and came home with 4 wins. Sophomore Megan Smith had 47 kills, and junior Olivia Wiedauer had 106 assists and 13 aces. The boys and girls varsity tennis teams are finishing up non-conference play this week. They will begin their conference season next week with matches against North Little Rock and Cabot. Wrapping up the week for the Conway Wampus Cats, I'm Kennedy Smith, and this has been your weekly sports report. Go Cats!
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we are not just growing, we are growing together.
Welcome back to the Conway Regional Health System Halftime Show. I'm Jeff Matthews, joined by Levi and Tim, and a very special guest, Michael Hannon. Michael is an official, a high school football official. He's also officiated some college ball over the years. And he's also, Michael is Tim's go-to whenever he has a question during the course of the game about an officiating call, something that's happened on the field with the rules of the game. And so, Michael, thanks for being with us. We want to talk about the need for officials, but also just about your story. You're a Conway guy. And how did you get to Conway, and how did you get into Conway lead to you becoming an official?
I had a great opportunity to come to Conway and be a part of Axiom Corporation. Been there for 23 years and have enjoyed that. But when I started work for Axiom, I sat right across the hall from a guy named Charles Muller. Some of you guys may know Charles, better known as Chuck. So he sat across from me and noticed that football was a big part of my dialogue. And I can remember one day he came into my cube and said, "Hey, Michael, I could tell that you're passionate about football and that's a big part of your life. Have you ever thought about being an official?" And I was like, "Well, you mean like a ref?" And he said, yeah, like our football referee or an official. And I was like, "No, honestly, never thought about that." And they had a scrimmage that night. He was part of a crew and had been officiating for a while and invited me to come along for a scrimmage. And so I went with him that night. We went over to J Fair. And I rode with them to observe. And when we got over there, they start handing me like a shirt and, different parts of the uniform. And I was like, what? He's like, "Well, put this on. We want to get you out there and put you on the field." And I thought I was going to observe, but lo and behold, I wound up getting kind of pushed out there. And I remember in that first game, there was a big brawl and a big fight broke out, and I was right in the middle of it and trying to separate players and whatnot. And we got back in the locker room afterward, and I was like, "Man, that was awesome." And I just loved being out on the field and being out there with the kids and being back it just felt so great to be back on the football field. And I was like, "Man, I'm in. What do I need to do to be a football official?" And so that crew just kind of took me in and helped me get in. And I've been officiating this is my 22nd year to officiate football.
Wow. Yeah. Been doing it ever since, and in high school and in college, right? I mean, not just high school.
Yeah, I had the great fortune to officiate with some really great mentors, great officials along the way. But I ran into a guy that was really my mentor that helped me get into college officiating. His name was Stan Sense. Stan's up in the Bentonville area, and Stan was a college football official, and I started working with him doing high school games, and he really encouraged me and thought I had what it took to get to the next level. And then we started a long period of time. It's very competitive, but I also was able to officiate college football for 12 years, most recently with the Great American Conference, which are the Division II schools here in Arkansas.
Yeah. Well, Michael, let's talk about this current shortage of officials. I mean, it seems like it's been a problem for a few years now. What's your take on what's causing the shortage, and who do you think is the right fit to help end it?
Yeah, I think we just have an aging group of officials, right? So we have more guys that are coming out of the system and retiring from officiating that are going into it on the front side, and so it's just a problem with an aging staff. As far as how do we fix it, we just have to get more in interest that is generated out there and get more people like me who are passionate about the game and really want it to be part of their life. That they may feel like their playing careers ended, or maybe they're a fan but want to take it to the next level. We got to get them interested and get them onboarded.
So what's the first step for someone, whether they be college age kids that are wanting to get started, or even professionals that would like to re-enter the game, as it were? What's the right way to get started?
Yeah, the easiest way to it is to talk to someone that you know is an official. And if you raise an interest to someone that you know is an official to say, hey, I'm interested, how do I do it? We'll be more than happy to usher you on and help mentor you on into your growth as an official. That's the easiest way, by a relationship that you have with an existing official. If you happen to not know an existing official, then there are a couple of things that you can do. And Tim, I know you've got some things that you can put up here on the screen, but Christy Clark is our liaison down at the Arkansas Activities Association, and we can put up her number and her information from an email address that you can contact her. And then the last one is, there is a website that we have, a national website to try to get people to register for interest in new officials, and it's just highschoolofficials.com. When you click into highschoolofficials.com, it's a registration page. And when you put in your name and address and you click state of Arkansas and click your interest, then that will go to Christy Clark, and then she'll help you get the proper information that you need to get registered, and can hook you up with some officials that can help usher you along in the way.
Michael, we appreciate the time and glad that we are able to get the word out about this, something I don't know that all of us knew that there was such a need for, but hopefully we can get some more officials and keep this going. We appreciate your time. Thanks.
Absolutely. Glad to be here, guys.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we are not just growing, we are growing together.
At Conway Corp, we're always looking for innovative ways to serve you. And the latest is an online outage map that shows disruptions in power. This map was developed by our GIS engineering and technology teams as a way for customers to stay up to date during emergency and non-emergency situations. To use the map, click on the red icon to see a list of streets with current outages in the city. And you'll find a link to the map at conwaycorp.com/outage.
Back live here in Bentonville, just a few minutes away from the opening kick of the second half. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first half stats as the Wampus Cats came from behind in the final seconds of the second quarter to tie things up at 21. Offensively, 142 rushing yards for your Wampus Cats, 67 yards passing, 2 touchdowns for Donovan Amala, 5 for 15. A lot of drop passes in the first half, but this offense starting to find its way in that second quarter. Total offensive production on both sides getting a little closer to even between the two teams.
Yeah, the thing that stands out to me is the 7 first downs to 16, and that is, that literally 8 of those came on that one drive. So it's a little misleading, but it is also fairly true. That's how they roll.
Your Wampus Cats have taken care of the ball in the first half. This Conway defense coming up with 3 turnovers in the first half. Now, I think +4 on the season, early season numbers here.
Yeah.
This is another opportunistic defense for your Wampus Cats.
Yeah, that's starting to look a little bit more like last year. I mean, that's the thing too. We gave up a lot of points last year defensively, but we took the ball away so much. It kept us in the ball games, and we won a lot of ball games just because we had more possessions. You'd like to have it be a little bit different than that, but we are very opportunistic team, and that's fitting of this team.
Donovan Amala rushed for 65 yards in the first half, had that 61-yard touchdown run on 4th and 1 from the 39.
Well, and you think about this too. I mean, we had 2 turnovers early in the first quarter and got 0 points out of it. As a matter of fact, we didn't have any yards, period, out of those 2 turnovers. So we were able to tie the ball game up by really just doing some really big plays and some good spots where people stepped up. I mean, you had Chris O'Neal making a catch. You had Donovan extending a play almost all the way to the sidelines and finally found Manny Smith in the end zone, made a huge run. Just a lot of different contributions from a lot of folks.
Manny Smith, 4 catches in the first half, 54 yards and 2 scores, and then Chris O'Neal getting that other catch for the Wampus Cats, the only 2 receivers in the first half to haul in a catch. We're about 2 minutes away from the kickoff here. The Bentonville Tigers will get the ball first to start the second half. Let's go ahead and take a look at the week ahead for the Wampus Cats. A lot of great things happening among all the sports here for Conway. Tuesday, you've got sophomore and JV football at North Little Rock, as well as tennis at North Little Rock, and tennis Thursday hosting Cabot. Volleyball Tuesday at North Little Rock. That's going to be a big matchup for the Lady Cats.
Yeah.
And then they'll be hosting Cabot on Thursday. And golf at the North Little Rock Invitational on Tuesday, and then we'll be playing in a match at Russellville on Wednesday.
It's in full flight now. Everybody's playing. All the fall sports are deep into it. We get to see some of and I'll be able to watch the junior varsity team play on Tuesday. Be going down to North Little Rock to watch that. And then volleyball, I'll be able to watch the ladies play against Cabot, and they're a very good team. That's the word from Coach Crow. And but I will tell you, they played hard against Fayetteville. The last set, I talked to some folks that were there, was a little bit off, but really a good effort by the Lady Cats, and then they just destroyed Southwest last night.
Yeah, volleyball Lady Cats opening conference play with a big win Thursday. Exciting schedule this week as well. The Wampus Cat football team looking for their first win of the season.
Week
all
2.
Tied at 21.
Yeah, but listen, here's the thing. Tied at 21, down 14, was it down 13? Down 13 to nothing. And came roaring back to take the lead 14 to 13, got down again 21-14, and then made them pay. A turnover where you had a block in the back or a late foul. Back to Sept to the 35 with just, about a minute, 20 minutes, 40, 2 minutes left. Made them pay. And so all the momentum going in was with the Wampus Cats. Now, can you continue it forward? You're going to get their very best, and they are a very disciplined, good team. You're going to get their best shot in the second half. We just need to be able to hold on.
What do you think the message was at halftime?
Catch the ball.
Simple message.
Catch the ball. No, but also make big plays. Don't lose containment. I mean, there's a lot of things we can do defensively.
Adrian Mejia set to kick off the second half for your Wampus Cats. Sophomore kicker putting that one in the end zone. That's become a common affair for Mejia.
Yeah, and that one was a directional kick into the end zone. Nicely done by Mejia, man. I'm so impressed with him.
Be kicking with the wind here in this third quarter.
That could be a factor.
This Conway defense forced 3 turnovers in the first half. It's been kind of a common theme we've seen with Conway defenses over the last 2 to 3 years. Bend but don't break, coming up with opportunistic turnovers. Tigers will start with a handoff to Ficklin. Ficklin finds a hole. First down and then some. Gain of about 15.
Yeah, good backside tackle by Q there. Found that little spot right there, right off the edge, has been a trouble spot for us tonight. I'm not sure if it's a block out where the tackle is pushing out or a guard is pulling in, but we've got to be able to contain the edge.
Cooper Smith, C.J. Brown near side receivers for the Tigers. They've been dangerous tonight. Chaz Nimrod on the far side. Been a little quiet. Another handoff to Ficklin. He's bouncing around in the backfield. He finds more space out on that far side. Ball's going to be spotted at the 40.
Yeah, really good block on the outside edge by Luke Wright, their tight end. Kind of plays more of an H-back, but a really, really good block to spring Ficklin for another 3 or 4 yards there. It looked like it was going to be stopped at about a 1-yard gain, but with a good block, he extends it for 5.
Bentonville offense coming back out with this very deliberate pace. 10 seconds on the play clock. Right, another handoff to Ficklin. Had him in the backfield. He bounces it out to the far side. Another big gain for the senior.
Yeah, good stiff arm. About 5 yards down the field. Really, really good run. Good solid run. That was
Mo Freeman.
Yeah, and Kelvin Thomas had him in the backfield, but really did not get a chance to get his arms extended. I mean, it was really basically a hit. So, and first guy is not going to bring him down that often.
And you talked about how really everyone on this team just looks the part.
They do.
Size, speed.
Yeah. Just a well put together team.
Another tough task for your Conway defense tonight. Wright rolling out. That one's almost picked off by Troy Wiseman.
Wow. That should have been a pick. And Troy will go back and watch film and go, yeah. That should have had that. Great coverage though, man. Really fronted him well. Sold out that it looked like he had him beat, and he didn't. Troy was right in his hip pocket.
Second and 10. Tigers will go trips to the left. Sean Anderson in now. They hand off to him. He's going to bounce it out to his right. Another big gain for this Tiger run attack. That's going to go all the way down to the 5. It's a touchdown saving tackle from Kelvin Thomas far downfield.
Yeah, they got the edge on us there, and he made a good move on Trey at about the 10-yard line. Boy, what a shifty runner. I mean, good 2 senior running backs that really know how to do it. That's going to be a tough opportunity for somebody on the outside.
First and goal at the 5. Ficklin back in. Low snap. They'll get the handoff to Ficklin, and he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, that was a great way to extend it out there and wrap. Good tackle.
Q Wilson and Mo Freeman out on the far side.
Yeah, great job by Mo. Go down low, wrap up with legs. Again, that's about the 4th or 5th time the snap to Drew has been right at his ankles, right at his knees, and it's a tough get for him. It's thrown the timing off.
Loss of 1 puts it back at the 6.
Need a break here.
Right, rolling out to his left, sets his feet, and finds Chaz Nimrod for the easy pass in the flats. 6-yard score for Nimrod. Bentonville back on top.
Yeah, just a good route, good throw. It was all about timing. Got in front of Trayland and was able to make the catch. That's just a good play. Nothing you do about it.
Logan Timison back on. had one PAT block tonight. There's a flag on the field.
Get a little anxious on the edge there.
The offsides against Conway. They will decline.
I didn't know you could do that.
They're going to have to.
Yeah, you can't decline it.
You can't do that.
No, it's a dead ball foul.
They will set it up and kick again. Junior Caden York, the holder for the Tigers. No troubles on the second attempt for Timison. 28-21, Bentonville back on top in less than two minutes here in the third quarter. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
It began in 1997 with one goal, community first. It grew, reaching farther and farther across the state of Arkansas. Now, we're on the move again, ready to show our commitment to the people of Conway. Ready to continue the effort to revitalize our downtown with a state-of-the-art banking facility. Ready to live out our firm belief that community is everywhere. And now, community is here.
Bentonville offense showing no signs of rust coming out of halftime. Drive right down the field, a minute and 58, and regain the lead 28-21. Are back to receive for your Wampus Cats. Manny will stay on the far side this time. No late switching. That ball hit near him. That's dangerous. He scoops it up and gets it out of bounds. And a flag comes in on the far side. Did it go out of bounds before he touched it? It looked like it ricocheted off of him.
I don't know what they're calling. It looks like they're happy.
It seemed like it hit him off the bounce. Officials will confer.
Yeah, I don't know.
They wave that off.
Okay.
Wampus Cats with two receivers tight to each side. Hand off to Jalen Chambers, and Jalen trying to jump over the line. That'll be a real short gain. Ball spotted at the 21.
Well, he took what he could get there, and that was up and over. That's almost a goal line move.
Hand off to him again. Gets a bigger gain here. That's going to be real close to the first down marker.
I believe it's going to be, if he puts it on the 30, it should be a first down. Uh-oh.
Chambers still on the field. That will be a first down. Jalen having trouble getting up. We'll go ahead and take a break here as they attend to the junior, on the field. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
Are you kidding me? Let's go fix it.
.9:29 to play. The Wampus Cats did pick up the first down. Chambers has had some good numbers here tonight, really being the solid number 2 running back for the Wampus Cats.
Yeah, has spelled Boogie really well. I mean, moved the ball in the first half with quick hits into the off tackles. I mean, he's a tough runner. Hate to see this.
They've been able to pick him up, but he is having to be assisted off the field. Coach Fimple, Jacob Walton Connor, trainer for your Wampus Cats.
Well,
Wampus Cats will go back to this tight formation.
Yeah, the fact that he's able to put weight on it, that's good. He's the closer he gets to the sideline, the more he's able to put weight. So hopefully it's a good sign.
Mentioned in the first half, Chambers, a transfer from Texas, a junior. Bring in Lala Smith. Mala looking over the middle for Manny Smith, and Manny hauls in the catch.
Great.
Spotted at the 49.
Great job by Manny just to continue with the route. He had sort of stopped, but then continued down the middle field. He had an option with Chris O'Neal open in the middle, took the longer pass, but Chris O'Neal was wide open in the middle of the zone. Great decision, though, by Donovan Amalo.
Manny, 2 receiving touchdowns on the night. Fake. Looking for Rome Fields over the middle. Couldn't haul it in.
Yeah, great throw. Rome will get that. I mean, he's a transition wide receiver. Can play both sides of the ball. He'll get better at that, but it's a catch you need to make.
Jaden Hughes, Chris O'Neal near side. They'll hand off to Lala Smith here. Lala staying on his feet. Tough gain of 2. 3rd and 8 for Conway.
Had way too many 3rd and longs tonight.
Mala rolling out to his right, and that's picked off at the 40. First turnover tonight for your Wampus Cats. It was Rafe Stahl, senior outside linebacker, making a play.
Yeah, he read the play very well, jumped the route. He tried to force it in where it wasn't there. Kind of a sophomore mistake there. It's the first really bad throw he's made.
Yeah, first mistake in a game and a half.
Yeah. And those are going to come. We're going to see some of those. But I do like the way he moves the pocket. I like the way he commands the offense. Those mistakes like that are going to happen. We'll get through that.
That'll bring the Bentonville offense back out. Ball spotted at the 49. Start with a handoff to Ficklin, and he's met in the backfield by DeMarco McKenzie.
Big D blowing it up. That's that gap shooting that we really need to see. I mean, even if you don't make the tackle, you really need to disrupt. And in that case, you did both. You disrupted, you made the tackle. Great tackle there. A lot of plays can happen for our defense as long as we disrupt behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, not many second downs behind the sticks tonight. Big play for your defense. Right, rolling out to his right. Gonna dump it off to Cooper Smith. Smith out of bounds at the 51.
Yeah, good job by Preston to get out there and try to get it stopped. Still creates a 3rd and long. Gain of about 7, but really, I mean, if you don't make a quick force there to the boundary, that could go for a lot longer.
Excuse me, the 49.
What did you say?
I said 51.
Okay, did you? It's Canadian football.
Yeah, Canadian football here.
51. Nicely done.
I've been sweating a lot tonight. 3rd and 8. Right. Under pressure, he's going to hit the turf.
Nice.
I'll give Ethan Winningham the sack.
That's a great way to get a sack right there.
It.
Oh, man, absolutely. Ethan with the jump stop. Great job by Ethan to make the pressure and really had nowhere to go. Went down with it.
Wes Boudreaux has been out here really since the 2nd quarter.
Yeah.
Continues to be out here in the 2nd half. So that will put Manny Smith back to receive the punt for your Wampus Cats. It's almost blocked. It's going to be...
I'm not sure he didn't get a piece of that.
Short punt as Bentonville downs it near the 44.
Ashton comes over and goes this close.
I guess they got the spot back at the 42.
That was almost a big play there. I mean, he really got close to blocking.
This Wampus Cat special teams a year ago, 3 block punts on the year. They're capable. See how the sophomore quarterback responds after his first turnover. Lala Smith getting things off on the right foot here. Spot that ball at the 49.
Really good job securing the catch. And what you didn't see, or what you saw there, was Donovan Amalo letting his folks get set before he called the play. That's a heads-up play for a sophomore.
And off to Lala again. Lala getting that first down yardage.
Nicely done. Lala is a downhill runner. I know he's not all that big, but he can power through. He runs the ball like Chambers does. Really good off tackle.
Hand it off to Lala again, and he's getting more yards up the middle. Gain of 4.
That's nicely done, man. That's 5. Wow.
Conway coming out with the ground game. Second and 5, another handoff to Lala. He's dancing around for the first down.
So this is what we saw at Fayetteville that we didn't like, which was a little bit too much of a delay in the backfield when the handoff and the backside pressure would get to us. In this case, what you saw there was the backside pressure chasing, because the handoff went so quickly. He was able to get the gap, and the trailing end never caught up.
Jarrell Garlington on the field for the first time tonight in the slot on the far side. Handoff to Boogie Carr. Boogie finds a little seam up the middle. Another nice gain on the ground.
Yeah, lowered his head for another 3 yards. Good, tough run there at the end.
5:38 and the clock moving. 2nd and 1 coming up for the Wampus Cats. We'll just stick with that ground game. Boogie Carr patient back there, waiting for his blockers to set it up. Another first down, Conway.
Well, this run game has been tough. I mean, that's 4, 5, 6 yards a pop.
Ball set at the 19, trips to the left. Hand off to Boogie Carr again. He dances around in the middle. This ground game being lethal on this drive.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, Kelly just continued to dial it up.
Ball spotted at the 6. Hand off to Boogie again. He's caught in the backfield that time. No gain.
Yeah, he basically what he was a 3rd and 2. So it was still a good call, but Kelly was basically saying you're going to have to stop it first.
Wampus Cats will go to their bigger formation here. Hand off to Boogie. Boogie dancing around back there, tries to cut it upfield. It's going to be real close. Call it 4th and 1. They'll go right back to it. Hand off to Boogie. He's got it. 5-yard run for Boogie Carr. The Wampus Cats answer back.
Boogie, boogie, boogie. Boy, and I mean, that 4th and 2, I mean, they didn't even think about the field goal. Didn't even think about it. Lined up, let's roll again. You didn't even have to try to throw it. Working the outside edge with Boogie Carr, letting him be patient, even in the gap. And here's the thing, he took a step right at the line of scrimmage, and you're thinking, man, you got to go. And he found the seam, got all the way to the end zone.
Wampus Cats 2 for 2 on 4th downs tonight. High snap handled well by Trey Roberts. Mejia drains it. Tie ball game again here in Bentonville. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
It began in 1997 with one goal, community first. It grew, reaching farther and farther across the state of Arkansas. Now, we're on the move again, ready to show our commitment to the people of Conway. Ready to continue the effort to revitalize our downtown with a state-of-the-art banking facility. Ready to live out our firm belief that community is everywhere. And now, Community is here.
Back live at Tiger Stadium. Wampus Cats with the equalizer here from Boogie Carr, the 5-yard run. Another tie ball game at 28-all with 4:22 to play here in the third quarter.
Really did a good job at the line of scrimmage, made the right decision, hesitated just a bit, even though it's fourth down, made the play happen.
So after the interception by sophomore Donovan Amala, Conway going with the ground game. Going to be a big return here for the Bentonville Tigers. All the way to midfield. That was C.J. Brown, the sophomore receiver.
Wow, we really lost containment on that outside. I mean, we had 9 of our 11 guys inside this hash, and really, once he broke through on the edge, it was just 2 guys to beat, and luckily for us, Will Vent got there and made it happen.
So short field for the Tigers, who were forced to punt on their last possession. Right, will hand off to Ficklin, makes a cut to his left, big yardage on first down. Taking it all the way down to the 33.
Wow, boy, I mean, that was a quick pop, no hesitation in the backfield, planted 1 foot, got into the second level very quickly. A lot of space there.
So look at the 5-yard run for Boogie Carr. Tied things up. We're under 4 minutes to play here in Bentonville. Tigers driving again. Hand off to Ficklin, dancing around in the middle, finds another seam. Will be taken down at the 20.
That's Trey Roberts making a tough tackle on the field. Boy, it looked like we had him right at the line of scrimmage, and all of a sudden, he's busted it. Run games for both teams really operating now.
Getting the feeling it's going to be one of those nights with the last team with the ball. Hand off to Ficklin again, cuts to his left, bounces it out, past the 10, down near the 7.
Well, when they're getting the edge, if they get to the edge, it is 6, 7, 10 yards a pop. Really struggling right now to contain the outside edge.
It'll be first and goal from the 7. 3:13 to play here in the third quarter. The 2 receivers out to the far side for the Tigers. They'll just stick with Ficklin right up the middle. He'll be taken down near the 3 by Troy Wiseman.
Yeah, good open field tackle there. There was a lot of space. He cut it back to the left, found the seam, and Troy stepped in and really touchdown-saving tackle right at the shoestrings.
Spotted at the 4.
You got to think with the success they've had with the run that this would be a spot where you would do that again, but I don't know, man. That's this pass out into the zip into the flat.
Right. Hands it off to Ficklin again. He gets it down to the 1.
Basically the same play as last time.
Big third down opportunity for this defense. It's Destin Tate. Sophomore, that might be Ben Chandler. I'm not sure which.
Yeah, it's Ben.
So direct snap to Ficklin. Did he get in? No signal. Well, late signal. Really late signal.
What in the world?
It's like nobody wanted to call it.
Oh, that's a little bit weird.
It's a late call by the far side judge. See him talking there.
Okay.
So with 1:52 to go, the Tigers back on top again. Timison. PAT is up, and it is good. 35-28, Tigers back on top. 1:52 to go here in the third quarter. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
kidding me? Let's go fix it.
Come back in Bentonville, Coach Fimple talking to the officials.
Talking?
The entire break.
Yeah.
He was not happy with the late call, and it was just kind of one of those bizarre things. You don't really see that happen too often.
He didn't get the explanation he wanted either. That was a bizarre call. I'm not sure why you call a touchdown that late with no conference, but 6 points, it is what it is. Now you got to move forward. Down again. Let's pick it up and move.
Manny Smith, Boogie Carr back to receive again. Manny Smith struggled to haul it in. Kick a line drive. That'll be nilled at the 24.
Jaden Hughes.
Jaden Hughes.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what they're taught to do. I mean, he could have made something out of that probably, but the blocking scheme's not there, and it's really the safest bet is to not expose yourself and just take a knee there.
Not enough time to set up the blocking when you're getting the ball that quickly. Conway offense back on the field. It was all runs on the last possession. Mala running out to his left, and he'll just keep it. Gets around the corner. And that's a nice gain for the sophomore on first down.
Yeah, nicely done. I mean, he took it all the way to the boundary, outran the corner, got the edge, picked up another 1 or 2 yards to make it 2nd and 2.
Mark it at the 32. We'll go trips to the right. The handoff to Boogie. Boogie dancing around. And he leans over for the first down. Ball marked at the 35.
Boy, Boogie made a lot of moves for about 4 yards. I mean, that's a lot of in and out and up and back. Donovan Amala's really controlling the offense at this point. Really good job here.
Will Vent in the slot near side. Late handoff to Boogie. He is just being so patient back there. He takes it to the 40.
Yeah, both defenses struggling to really contain the run here, which is a little bit strange. I mean, in high school football, the pass is always kind of the big break, but boy, we're running the ball well, and so are they.
Handoff to Boogie Carr again, following his lead blocker. He'll lean forward for another first down. Ball down to the 46.
Yeah, Sean Tufu really quick out of the blocks on the right tackle. Pulled. He waited for him to get in front of him, and then Tufu with a great block to get the extra yards.
Manny Smith in motion. Another handoff to Boogie Carr. Boogie turning it upfield. Takes it to the other side of the field.
Yeah.
Ball spotted at the 47.
Lala now in for Boogie with about 6 hard runs. Get a chance to get a breather.
Trips to the right for Conway. Handoff to Lala Smith. Lala fights for a gain of 2.
Yeah, it's really actually a good run by him to get that extra little push. Makes it 3rd and 1. We're in 2 down territory here, or 4 down territory.
15 seconds on the clock. We'll give it to Lala again. Cuts it upfield. And he has another first down.
Wow, nicely done. Man, you know, that's the thing about our runners so far. Very patient. They're finding their spots, picking it, and picking up that extra yard's a really nice job.
And that will do it for the 3rd quarter. Conway trails 35-28, 30 seconds, and we're back on Conway Corp.
Hi, I'm Kate McConnell from Smith Ford, a proud member of the Smith Ford family. As a mom, I'll help you find a vehicle that fits your family's needs. Whether you have 2 kids or 4, Smith Ford has the vehicle that's right for you. Ford has vehicles for all families. This F-150 has enough room for 3 car seats. Come experience Smith Ford's family customer service in Conway on exit 127.
Water and electricity that stays on. That's okay. Conway Corp maintains the highest standards of excellence anyway. It's reliability for all, powered by Conway Corp. We enter the 4th quarter of action. Wampus Cats on the drive. Ball at the 42. They'll have a fresh set of downs here to start the first quarter.
Boy, running the ball hard. Boogie Carr running it about six times in a row, getting good chunk yards every time. Lala coming in the spell, getting first downs. Really like the controlled offense here.
Mala setting up, looking deep on the far side. It's Chris O'Neill, the sophomore, trying to come back and make a play on it.
Boy, there's a lot of contact there. Again, probably a good no call there by the official, but boy, a lot of contact down deep. That's the first time we've really thrown long in quite a while. Yeah. We haven't really tried to do that. Last time I think was picked, but that's hey, taking a shot downfield makes him think.
Boogie Carr, handoff, he bounces it out. He's still on his feet on the far side, out near the 30.
I think Bentonville stopped at about 2 or 3 yards into that play, thinking he was down and stopped. He got hard stopped, bounced it to the outside, picked again to the right on the edge of the boundary. Great run. 3rd and short now.
Yeah, they'll place it at the 33, so 3rd and 1. Hand off to Boogie again. He is met hard in the backfield. Tackle made by Trevor Martinez.
That was a stick. Good play by the defense there. Really good hard tackle, but form tackle. Hey, give it up. Give it up for him. Nice job. 4th and 1 now.
Trips to the left, and they get Bentonville to jump off sides. They play against Kendrick Sualau's instincts. Sualau blowing up plays a week ago on blitzes, and they bait him right there.
We did that several times last year. In the critical moments, you get everybody amped up, and it's going to be a tough play. Good confidence in your offensive line to not move, make it 4th and 6, and really take you out of the play. Great job by the offensive line there.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 28. 11:18 to play. Set up the screen to Boogie Carr. Boogie's got space and a blocker. Cuts it back. He'll be down near the 21.
Yeah, that play was really kind of weird. It didn't really pop. It was open. They had the right play call. The edge rush was on, but their linebackers and their cornerbacks got back very quickly and were able to kind of string it out. But it's still a gain of about 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4. We'll hand off to Boogie Carr again, and he's just fighting for yards up the middle. Say no gain there.
Yeah, they're trying to pick that up now and making some corrections on the defensive front. So we'll have to overcorrect now. We'll do a kind of a recheck.
3rd and 3, Manny Smith in the backfield next to Amala. They look over to Kelly for the call. They'll hand off to Amala keeping it again. He'll slide down. They're going to spot it right at the 20.
That's the one time instead of sliding in, you probably want to try to plant your foot and get that extra yard, creating a 4th and 1 here, 4th and 2.
We'll go with the big set here. Manny Smith and Rome Fields out to the far side. Hand off. Amala keeping it again. Amala still on his feet. 2nd rushing touchdown for the sophomore tonight. He takes it 19 yards for the score.
Wow. What a great decision by Donovan. He made it all the way. Boy, what a tough run. Good call. Hey, that's twice now on 4th and 1, 4th and 2. Pulls it out, takes the right read. What a great job by Donovan Amala.
High snap, but we're going to call this play dead.
Not sure what's going on there. I don't know if they were set.
9:42, big kick coming up for Mejia. Better snap. Mejia drains it through. Another tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. 9:42 to play, 35 all with the Tigers. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
Helton's Wrecker U-Haul has the service you need. Whatever the automotive problem, Helton's has the diagnostics to repair it. If you're moving across town or across country, Helton's is your #1 choice for U-Haul in Conway. We have a wide selection of packing supplies for every aspect of your move. Also, we sell and install hitches. Call 327-469-6 for a quote. At Helton's Wrecker U-Haul, we are always on our toes. Give us a call at 327-7681.
After what was a disappointing opening season loss a week ago at Fayetteville, these Wampus Cats have shown up tonight. Another look here at the 19-yard run by sophomore Donovan Amala. They tie it up again, 35 all. 9:42 to go here in the game.
Great response by the Wampus Cats there, but also just the whole game. This is a great response from the Fayetteville game. Regardless of what happens, we've really made some strides.
This one will be returned by Nimrod. That ball is on the ground, and it's picked up by the Wampus Cats. Turnover for Conway, the fourth turnover of the game. So that was Rome Fields picking it up. Conway offense going back on the field. The ball will be spotted at the 11.
Levi, the prognosticator, said all we need to do is get a turnover or a stop in the break. And lo and behold.
It just needed one play to go our way so we can get another lead.
Good hard tackle there. Great job by Rome picking it up.
First and 10 at the 11. Amala stepping back. Gets it out to Lala Smith. Lala cuts it back inside. Lala Smith, the 11-yard touchdown reception. And just like that, your Wampus Cats back on top.
Boom! What a play. What a great call. You knew they were going to be very aggressive. They're going to really come hard at us. And we played that right into them. What a great call by Coach Kelly. Great throw by Donovan. Great catch by Lala.
What a turn of events in the last few seconds of gameplay.
Ooh la la.
Mejia sends it through. And the Wampus Cats up by 7, 42-35. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
DeBoard Electronics, a trusted name since 1952, is located at 650 Dave Ward Drive, 2 miles west of I-40. DeBoard Electronics offers state-of-the-art options to customize your Yamaha golf cart or your Polaris side-by-side and even your boat. With cutting-edge products, you will look good and sound good when you're cruising the water. So enjoy your time on the lake listening to your favorite tunes thanks to DeBoard Electronics, 650 Dave Ward Drive in Conway.
Conway offense struggled with penalties a week ago at Fayetteville. They have cleaned up that side of the game. Only 2 penalties against the Wampus Cats tonight. They had 14 a week ago.
Wow, boy, that's a great stat, Levi. Good call out there. And really only 1 false start, and that was a bugaboo for us. Was just one false start. So
Mejia angles the kick over to Luke Wright. He fair catches it at the 24.
Yeah, he's kicking into the wind. So you know that C.J. Brown or Nimrod, they were going to get the ball there. Dangerous players, so that's a smart play just to get it stopped on the kickoff and get it on to the flat. All right, defense, you got to respond now. You got your offense really making some good plays. Time to make a play on defense.
9:26 to play here in the fourth quarter. We'll see how this Tiger offense responds. Start with a handoff to Ficklin. He falls forward for a nice gain on first down.
Yeah, boy, they really have that edge kind of locked down. Good blocking scheme, really strong up front. You know, that plays into they're playing their game here, which is leaning on you, getting that initial push, getting some space, and allowing Ficklin to kind of figure out exactly where he wants to go with it.
4-yard gain sets up 2nd and 6. And another handoff to Ficklin. He's running hard right up the middle. He will be short of the first down. Will bring up 3rd and short.
Good job by Preston Prock there, standing him up in the gap, kind of stood him up and allowed the rest of his teammates to gather up and kind of get a pushback. 3rd and 1. It's a tough task for your defense.
Ball at the 33.
You just got to expect this to go to Ficklin.
Tigers go heavy here. They will hand it off to Ficklin, but he strung outside. Oh, it's going to be real close.
Yeah, I think he got it.
Yeah, he did pick up the first down.
Good spot on the other side of the field. A little bit further than I would hoped, but good hard run by Ficklin there.
So close in on 8 minutes left to go here in the ball game. Mo Freeman checking back in. Bentonville happy to take some time off the clock here on this drive. Hand off to Anderson right up the middle. Who was that? Was that Ashton Waller?
Maurice
Mo
Freeman. Yeah, man, what a great tackle right at the line of scrimmage. He fell forward for a yard or so, but man, what a good open field tackle by Mo Freeman.
Ball at the 36. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Got to be careful here. 2nd and long. Haven't dialed up a pass to Cooper or Nimrod in a little while. That's liable to happen at some point.
Wright fakes it. He's looking over the middle, and that's picked off by Q Wilson. Wilson stepping up, and he's got space. Prock in front to block. Wilson returns it for the touchdown. This Wampus Cat defense getting their 5th turnover of the night and putting 6 on the board.
Woo! What a high-pointed the pick. Great run. Had 2 great blocks. One by Trey Roberts at about the 15-yard line. The other by Preston Prock at about the 5-yard line. Followed his blockers and went in. What a great score. Way to go, defense.
I don't think Wilson could have made a better read on that.
We're looking for a holder. Trey Roberts needs to get out there.
Trey Roberts so excited.
He had a great block. I don't blame him. Get over there and celebrate.
Play clock at 19. Plenty
We're
of time.
Yeah, take a breath, Trey.
Snaps a little high. Roberts gets it down, and that is blocked. They're saying they hit the ball first, so no roughing the kicker penalty or running into the kicker. So with 6:52 to go, the Wampus Cats up 48-35. We hope that one doesn't come back to haunt us.
Yeah, I know it.
Things have gotten quiet here in Bentonville.
Well, so kind of threw the timing off there. High snap, couldn't quite get it down in time, and they've been close to a couple of those. So, again, you got to call on your defense. You've done it before. Right now, you're forced. Now it's with 6-7 minutes to go. They still don't have to just throw the ball. They can still run. They've got the bounce attack. They're only down, 13 points now.
13 points.
So, I mean, 2 scores are well within their range, as we know. So we just got to do a good job. Now, here's the deal. The wind is really kicking up. So we're going to have to, I would imagine this is another pop kick.
They hit an angled pop kick over to Luke Wright at about the 30, and he does that.
No fair catch this time.
And Luke Wright bobbles it. He will recover it or fall down on it near the 28.
No. Yeah, he didn't call for a fair catch there. He was going to return that one. And Sean Anderson is, boy, he's hot. You know, football at this level is just so competitive. I mean, it's just elite athletes. They're very competitive. Both sides getting a little bit chippy. Need to make a stand now.
After slowing down and being very methodical The last few drives, this Bentonville Tiger offense finds themselves down 2 scores with 6:51 to play. Hand off to Wright keeping it. He stood up by Mo Freeman right near the 30.
That'll send a message. Fantastic open field tackle by Mo Freeman. Just blew him up. And really, you know what? Had a chance to make a personal foul and didn't. So that's a good move by Mo Freeman. That's
just
right.
Just enough.
That's right.
Ball spotted at the 31, 2nd and 7. Wright looking over the middle for Luke Wright. Big gain for the Tigers.
Yeah, I found an open spot in the zone right behind the linebackers in front of the safeties. Trey came up and made a good pop, but it was after the catch.
Tigers offense moving, and they were not set on the far side. There is a flag out there.
Won't matter.
And Wright will be stuck by Stuckett.
Wow.
They will decline this penalty.
Yeah. I think it was probably illegal motion is what the call would be. Otherwise, if it was procedure, it would be a dead ball foul.
I think it was Cooper Smith on the far side as he was not set. Still moving when the ball snapped. Official coming over to speak with Coach Fimple, and he will decline that, take the result of the sack. Big play by Marcavis Stuckett.
Quay making a good move. And really, again, had the quarterback wrapped up, didn't do anything funny with it, just wrapped him up. Again, the call was illegal motion, which is not a dead ball foul. So the play continued. We take the result of the play.
Ball be spotted at the 44. 2nd and really long, 2nd and 21. Wright looking out far side for Nimrod. He's stopped quickly by Troy Wiseman. Call him down at the 48.
Yeah, good tackle there. Gave him a little bit too much room, but really only gained about 9. Still 3rd and 12. They're in 4-down territory now.
3 receivers near side for Bentonville. Get the pass out in the flats quickly to Cooper Smith. Cooper taking it down to the 41.
Yeah, that's a play right there where you're really probably not thinking you're going to get much more than that, but it makes a 4th down manageable now.
4th and 5. This side of the stadium getting loud. Wright steps back, looks over the middle. He finds C.J. Brown for the 1st down.
Yeah, good throw and catch there. Really not much you can do there. Again, found a soft spot. Is that in front of Ashton? Yeah, found a soft spot right there in front of Ashton. Just a good throw and catch. Again, that 4th down was manageable. 4 or 5 yards is all he needed.
1st down, Wright. Looks over the middle. And that's almost picked off by Trey Roberts off the hands of Nimrod.
Tip drill deluxe there. That would have been a miraculous catch. Had to reach back, but a good job by the defense to get the make sure that you had the play in front of you. Now, here's the one thing I don't like. We're giving him all the time in the world. He can sit back there, pick. So he's getting too much time to sit back in the pocket. Needs somebody to make a move on the outside or blitz on the inside.
4:59 on the clock, 2nd and 10. Wright under pressure, stepping up. Tries to find Cooper Smith on the sidelines. They rule that incomplete.
Out of bounds. You know, and again, that play, he worked all the way to the boundary, and what we did there was play the receiver all the way to the boundary as well. Really got a good push up in the inside of the defensive line there. Forced the pocket to collapse. He moved to the outside. Wright did a good job just extending the play.
Third and 10. Wright looking to his right for Nimrod. He finds him in a little gap. Ball is on the ground again. But Nimrod recovers down near the 2.
Oh my goodness. Got a shoulder on the ball. Popped it out. Oh, my gosh. Not sure who did that, but that was Trey. Somebody got a good shoulder and they're down.
Wilson still on the turf. Right down near the 2. We'll go ahead and take a break while they tend to him. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
DeBoard Electronics, a trusted name since 1952, is located at 650 Dave Ward Drive, 2 miles west of I-40. DeBoard Electronics offers state-of-the-art options to customize your Yamaha golf cart or your Polaris side-by-side and even your boat. With cutting-edge products, you will look good and sound good when you're cruising the water. So enjoy your time on the lake listening to your favorite tunes thanks to DeBoard Electronics, 650 Dave Ward Drive in Conway.
Receptions. He's got 3 now on the year. The last one returned for a pick 6.
Good to see him moving up and moving around. Everybody was flying at the ball there at the end. Bentonville got very fortunate that they recovered their fumble, but it sets up first and goal at the 2.
4:42 to play. Hand off to Ficklin, and he walks it in for the 2-yard score. Tigers do what they need to do on that possession.
Wow. Well, I mean, there's a lot to kind of unpackage in that drive. You had a couple of, just one 4th down, I think, conversion, but then you had a fumble at the goal line. And so oops.
Snap is not handled. And they do not
convert.
So there, the PAT that was blocked earlier for your Wampus Cats, now irrelevant. Conway with the 7-point lead, 4:36 to play, 30 seconds, and we're back on Conway Corp.
Helton's Wrecker U-Haul has the service you need. Whatever the automotive problem, Helton's has the diagnostics to repair it. If you're moving across town or across country, Helton's is your #1 choice for U-Haul in Conway. We have a wide selection of packing supplies for every aspect of your move. Also, we sell and install hitches. Call 327-4696 for a quote. At Helton's Wrecker U-Haul, we are always on our toes. Give us a call at 327-7681.
That little run at the ball.
Yeah, it could happen here. Now, their defense has been at times really good. You gotta. I'm talking to the player like he can hear me.
They do not do it here.
It still doesn't mean that they won't do it here either. But I'm thinking they try to go deep here.
Manny Smith, the only Wampus Cat back to receive.
If he directional kicks this away from Manny, it could be tough.
Yeah, he booms this one into the end zone.
Yeah.
So with a 7-point lead and 4:36 to play, the Wampus Cats will start at the 20.
Okay, offense. Really good opportunity here to tap the nail down in the coffin, but here's the thing. 3 timeouts, 4:36 on the clock. You're up 7. You got to make them use their timeouts. You need to get ahead of the sticks here. You're going to see that Donovan probably pull it out a couple times maybe.
First down, they'll hand off to Boogie Carr, and he is met in the backfield.
See, that took too long. That was that hold that took too long, and then you had Kendrick Saluic flashing already in and got into the backfield and got us behind the line of scrimmage. You got to get that out a little bit quicker than that. They're going to be really coming here.
Back it up 1 yard, 2nd and 11. Quick pass out to Manny Smith in the flats. Manny bursting upfield. He gets the first down. Move the chains.
I mean, literally they had him at the line of scrimmage. The guy is just some kind of good. He needs to be able to I'm not sure if they're. Oh, he's okay. All right. I was trying to find him, and he's coming out. Got the first down. Ran out of bounds. Okay, fine. You got the first down. Now they're going to have to start thinking about their timeouts.
Manny Smith coming off the field. Hand off quickly to Boogie Carr. Boogie making a move upfield. Falls down near the 35.
Really good seal block that time by Aaron Smith. I mean, we don't call the offensive lineman as much as we need to. Big, tall guy. Going to put some pounds on him, I'm sure, by the time he's done. But, boy, really, really good seal block there for Boogie. Taking all. Now, hold on to your hats. We're working the clock.
It feels so unnatural. 3:27. Clock is moving. 2nd and 6. Another handoff to Boogie. Boogie fighting for a short gain up the middle.
Yeah, here's the first timeout.
Bentonville calls a timeout. They'll hold it here on the field. They'll spot it at the 37. It'll be 3rd and 4.
All right, so now the chess game begins. You got the clock sitting at 3:14, as you said. Up 7. It's 3rd down and 4. You've had the run working. You got to think that they're not going to throw the ball here. But here's the question I have for you: Is it a run with Boogie Carr, or is it a pull-out read by Donovan Amala?
He's had so much success on that tonight. 2 rushing touchdowns for the sophomore. Chess match indeed.
I believe some trickeration is in order here.
Boogie Carr in the backfield. 3rd and 4 for your Wampus Cats. Malo under pressure. He will keep it. He will be caught behind the line of scrimmage. Bentonville will call their 2nd timeout.
Yeah,
with 3:03 left.
They were thinking option there. Roll him out. If he doesn't like what he sees, he tucks it and run. If it's open, he pops the quick pass. I didn't expect to see that. What I expected to see him was roll him out and try to run, but they were coming off the edge. So that when they did that, unfortunately, it forced him out and around too deep. Never really had a chance to break the line of scrimmage.
Ball moved back to the 35. It'll be 4th and 6. Conway will bring out the punt team.
You got to think they're going to be coming after him here too. I mean, this is a spot where if you're at the 35-yard line, if you can pressure him into a bad punt, or if you can get a piece of it, you can really change the dynamics of the field and really what your play calling would go from there.
This punt team has had good protection in the first 2 games. Ashton Waller has punted well. Cooper Smith back to receive for the Tigers. Good snap. Ashton booms it. Cooper Smith going back, hauls it in at the 20. He's taken out of bounds near the 24.
Ashton Waller, man, what a time for that. My goodness, that tight spiral. I'd like to get the yardage on that.
Ashton Waller has been a stud on the field for Conway in these first 2 games. Punting, defense.
That was about a 47-yard punt. At the moment you needed. I mean, just sent Cooper Smith trailing backwards. What a great punt. All right, defense.
The Tigers with 1 timeout, 2:54 on the clock. Conway will call a timeout.
Yeah, you want to be sure of what you've got now. When they came out, and really Nimrod was kind of uncovered. Now they had somebody just off the line of scrimmage and back, so you know that they were going to cover him. But it was probably a little bit of a weird design for the defense, and so Coach Fimple didn't like it. Call timeout, gets set.
I think everybody just needs to take a breath.
I mean, what a ball game. What a ball game.
You just didn't know how these Wampus Cats would respond after last week on the road again, taking on arguably the best team in the 7A West.
Yeah. I mean, this is to me, they're a more complete team than Fayetteville. Fayetteville looks really good though.
Hand off to Ficklin on the first play here. He shakes off a Conway defender. He'll be down at the 31.
Well, we had him at the line of scrimmage. He shook free. Clock's running now.
2nd and 4. Hand off to Ficklin again. He picks up a first down near the 40.
Here's what they're going to be content to do. I mean, they may try to pop one long, throw a screen, but they are content to get 6, 7 yards at a time, move the ball down the field, and then take a shot.
First and 10, right. Looking over the middle for C.J. Brown. Another first down for the Tigers. Wright has thrown 3 interceptions tonight and 3 touchdowns. As we close in on the 2-minute mark here in Bentonville.
Destin Tate on the coverage there.
Hand off to Ficklin. He bounces it out to his left. He falls forward again.
Boy, they gave him a good spot there. I didn't know that he got out that far.
We'll spot him at the 37, 2nd and 4. Bentonville with just 1 timeout. They want to score, obviously, but you don't want to leave a lot of time on the clock for this Wampus Cat offense. Right in the flats for Chaz Nimrod. Mo Freeman making the tackle. It'll be good enough for a first down.
Yeah, they're just going to work the ball down. This is what they want to do. They're just getting chunk plays. They haven't really tried to pop the deep one yet. They're just... And it's not necessarily a prevent, but we are playing a little bit softer just to not let them get behind us. So they're taking advantage of the soft approach here.
First and 10 at the 31. Trips to the left for the Tigers. They hand off to Anderson. Anderson pulled down by DeMarco McKenzie.
Yeah, Big D stuck his big paw out there. Big D with a big paw. Made a good clean tackle there.
Ball spotted at the 28, 2nd and 7. Low snap. To Wright. Tackled in the backfield. Mark P. stuck it.
Kesey taking advantage of a bad snap that kid.
Couldn't have come at a better time. Bentonville will take their final timeout with 1:02 on the clock. We will hold it here. 3rd and 17. Coming up for the Tigers. The ball spotted at the 37.
You know, that's been a dangerous snap all game long. He's caught several right at his ankle tops and his knee kept, and it's thrown off the timing of the plays previous. In this case, it's just so bad that he can't get it down. Can't get it, or he can't pick it up. So great timing for that to happen. But listen, he was in a situation where he picked it up. He could have made something happen, but we defensively got through the scene, got all the way to him, made the play.
This defense has forced 3 interceptions tonight.
Who was that on the sack? Was that Kesey?
Yeah, that was Kesey. Number 93 sophomore Kesey stuck it. 3rd and 17, big opportunity for this Conway defense. 4 receivers for the Tigers. Wright looks to his left. Pump fakes. Over the middle, no one there. 56 seconds on the clock, 4th and 17. Coming up for the Tigers, your Wampus Cats with a chance to end this game here.
Obviously the biggest play in the game here, 4th and 17.
Ball at the 37. Tigers will go with the 4-receiver set. Ficklin in the backfield. Conway brings a 4-man rush right. Looking over the middle, he's chased out to his left. And he fumbles the ball, and that is going to do it. The Wampus Cats recover. That's Ashton Waller, and he will take the fumble all the way to the house for 6.
Touchdown, Ashton Waller.
Conway defense flushing right out to his left. They force the fumble, and Ashton Waller never giving up on that play. So many turnovers tonight for this defense, and the second time they turn it into 6 points.
I mean, what an unbelievable defensive stand in the face of adversity. 4th and 17, you get the sack, scoop and score. Awesome.
John Carter Kraft out to hold the snap. Mejia sticks it through. 38 seconds to play. Your Wampus Cats lead 55-41. What a night in Bentonville. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
Helton's Wrecker U-Haul has the service you need. Whatever the automotive problem, Helton's has the diagnostics to repair it. If you're moving across town or across country, Helton's is your #1 choice for U-Haul in Conway. We have a wide selection of packing supplies for every aspect of your move. Also, we sell and install hitches. Call 327-4696 for a quote. At Helton's Wrecker U-Haul, we are always on our toes. Give us a call at 327-7681.
We're gonna have about 20 seniors asking for the senior spotlight.
Oh, I know.
This week.
After that,
Ashton Waller, what a game, my friend.
Mejia angles the kick, taken in by Ficklin near the 15. Force him back to the middle, takes it out past the 35.
Good tackle.
So with 31 seconds to play, the Wampus Cat defense takes the field again with a 14-point lead.
Wow. I mean, that is an amazing comeback. Down 13-0. I mean, after the Fayetteville game, I mean, it's the worst case scenario. It's the worst case scenario, and you come back and you've scored 55
and 27 here in the fourth quarter
alone.
alone.
Gosh, what a close, man!
Conway in the prevent defense, right over the middle. That's almost picked off again by Traylon McClure.
Uh-oh. Threw his hand up there and got a little stinger. Hopefully that didn't jam a finger.
He'll come off the field.
Yeah.
What a night, Tim Roach.
Loving it. I'm absolutely. Hudson Wallace now into the ball game, replacing Traylon McClure. And I got to tell you, his headhunter here, love Hudson Wallace and the way he works. The special teams guy can really play.
Backup safety, a junior for your Wampus Cats. Right, over the middle, high again. Great defense there from Destin Tate, sophomore.
My goodness. Man, he has brought the lumber a couple of times tonight. Hope the young man is okay.
Wright is still.
Yeah, he gets up. That's good news.
Field. Excuse me, that's not right. That's number 32, JT Temesco.
Yeah. Really good to see him up and walking. But Tate, listen, I mean, great play on the ball. That's what you do. But
22 seconds on the clock. 3rd and 10.
Boy, this is going to be, I mean, let me get on the bus and ride back with these guys. That's what I want to do. I want to get back on the bus and ride back with these guys. You think anybody's going to be sleeping? Not a chance.
Well, the Wampus Cats looked about as bad as you could a week ago in terms of penalties.
Great play.
Just killed so many drives for your offense a week ago. They put that away tonight. Only 2 penalties against the Cats tonight, only 1 on offense. And you see what this run game will do.
Yeah, what a...
Well, and the sophomore growing up as well.
I was just going to say, I mean, he looked really good against Fayetteville. I thought he was great. He has commanded this game once it got started, once the first 2 drives or so was out.
And you can't ignore the 5 turnovers and 14 points that this defense
Oh, my
put
gosh.
up. 4th and 10. Right. That'll go out of bounds, and that will do it. Conway offense will take over with 12 seconds left.
Oh, man. Coach Kelly out there high-fiving the defense. Yes! 14 direct points from your defense, a scoop and score. Pick 6. 5 turnovers. Turnover on special teams, right? Then we have a fumble on the kickoff. That was the scoop and score, right? Did we score 3 times on defense? No, twice. No? The fumble led to a touchdown.
Victory formation for your Wampus Cats. Sophomore getting his first Wampus Cat victory. 55-41, the Wampus Cats pull off the upset on the road here in Bentonville. What a night.
We're lining up to walk across the field and nobody's there. Whoops. All right, yeah. Colton is waving them back to the sidelines. Just get off the field. Wow, what an absolute monster performance from all phases of the game. Pick 1. Did we have a couple of bad plays here and there? Yeah, absolutely. Did we not move the ball very well in the first half of the first quarter? Yeah. But then, I mean, literally, I think we controlled the ball game from there, Levi, from about the 2-minute mark in the second or in the first quarter all the way through. I think we controlled the ball game.
Well, I kept saying if we could just get another turnover, our offense is
said
going to
that
keep
at every
scoring. And then it just kept happening. We just kept getting turnovers. 27 points here in the 4th quarter. 101 yards rushing tonight for Boogie Carr, 1 score. Donovan Amala, 6 carries for 92 yards and a score. Jalen Chambers, 7 carries for 46 yards, and Elijah Smith, 6 for 31. Amala, 10 for 23 for 124 and 3 touchdowns, just 1 interception. Manny Smith, 6 receptions for 87 yards and 2 scores, and Lala, 2 receptions for 18 yards and the 1 score. And of course, all the turnovers forced by this defense, 14 points on the board by this Conway defense. What a night here in Bentonville. That's going to do it for our coverage tonight. We will be back at home. First home game of the season next week.
Yay!
Taking on Jonesboro. On behalf of Wayne Bailey, Ashton Brown, John Shute, Maggie Risley, Keith Kelly, Alex Douglas, Justin King, Scott Stats Taylor back home, and Kara Kirby back home as well, monitoring the stream. He's Tim Roach. I'm Levi Gilbert. We'll see you next Friday at home, taking on Jonesboro.